So, welcome to the Big Guilty Cigar Podcast. As you see, working through a little bit of lighting problems just because of I'm back inside, but for some reason the laptop is going a little bit dim, so like my face is like super dark, and I'm actually trying to pull up the Agato settings as we speak, just so I can get a little bit brighter on my face. But like the shirt, everything else looks good. It's just like my facial area is like super, 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 super like dark. So, today is gonna be like a solo dolo thing. Fred's supposed to be joining me. You know, if anybody else wants to come up and join, have a smoke with your boy for an hour, you are more than welcome to come up and just chill with me for a little bit. So, we'll see what topics I can pull out to talk about. You guys know how I do it. So right now I am smoking actually uh the Killer Bee. I think it's the Avaspa from Black Rook Studio. So I'm smoking this one right here. This is actually one of my favorite cigars right now. So I'm actually like really enjoy smoking this cigar. So anytime I'm able to get down to Cigar International down in Bethlehem, which is like an hour and a half drive, like I always pick up like 5 or 6 of these. And I don't know how I smoked through them within like a week. I'm already done with them. So, but so I don't know, like so yesterday during yesterday's podcast, we were just talking about, yesterday I went away from my family reunion on my mom's side. So it was actually really good to see a lot of people I grew up with, and just share those stories like with my son and my cousin's kids, just about how much trouble we used to get into and the wild stuff we used to do. So, just doing stuff like that and just really being like, damn, like stuff like that. Like today's kids don't experience those things, and it's really surprising. And um, it's really surprising and really one of those things where it's like, damn, like how come they can't go back to it? So it's one of those things where it's like, are we over parenting to the point to where like them going 2 blocks away, like you're freaking out because we're just like overboard with it, or is it one of those things where the kids just don't want to do it no more, and they don't do sleepovers, they just hop on the Xbox, like like my younger son. That's what like it's the craziest thing. Like they'll go to each other's do the same exact thing. They'll just hop on the Xbox and do the exact same thing that they're doing at home. Where it was like, yo, like you're not gonna go outside, play the basketball, do a little something while you guys are out. Or now they're just sitting around playing Xbox all the time. He told me that he wanted to play soccer. That like I figured during this whole summer he'll be down there at least kicking the ball around, learning how to work on his first touch. So this way, if he wants to try out for the team down there, he has a chance. But he hasn't even done that. So but I told him already. I think soccer is one of those sports you have to really start when you're young. Like you can't be a 14-year-old and just become a soccer phenom. Soccer is one of those specialty sports where you have to start young. Like I feel like the same way. I feel like that with when it comes to baseball as well. I feel like baseball is one of those sports where you just can't jump into it as a junior in high school, and all of a sudden you're hitting 80 miles per hour pitches. I feel like baseball is one of those sports where you have to start when you're 8 years old. Also just learning how to throw properly, field the ball properly. Like it's not something you could just pick up. So no, it's not one of those things you just pick up right away. So that's how I always felt about when it comes to certain sports like football is a sport that you can actually you can start as late as you want as long as you have athletic gifts. Like there's a lot of players in the NFL right now, NFL and in basketball that have started playing late into high school. but they had the physical gifts where they were either tall, like or like Jason Pierre-Paul. He didn't start playing football until his junior year in high school, but he had freaky genetics. So when you're already 6'4", you can just tower over those other kids. So like football and basketball are one of those sports where football and basketball are two sports where you can start late, whereas other stuff as far as baseball, soccer, even tennis, a lot of sports you have to start young and you have to start them, to get those fundamentals down. Where like I said, football, basketball, you can start them later. Like another example is the kid Taco Fall. Taco Fall, he came from Africa. He didn't start playing until he was like 16, 17 years old. But he was already 7'4". So the main thing there was just teaching him how to dribble and how to dunk a basketball. So well, just hopefully my son will go up and do something because I'm really trying to get him like his brother and do wrestling. So I feel like that's something that he can do late, pick up late, and really start doing. So if you're in the chat, let me know what you're smoking. If you're smoking, if you're drinking, if you're pairing anything, let your boy know. So you know what I like? I hate when my cigar starts off with like an uneven burn. It's like one of the most like because then it's like, all right, well, you gotta like play with it, touch it up a little bit just to make sure that it evens off. But right now I'm in the house. So one problem that I have the fan going because my son is like 15 feet away from me. So it's like I don't want him getting touch with any of the cigar smoke because he hates it. So he's like, nah, dad, I'll go outside. I'm like, nah, just chill. Just chill. Come along, chill. While he's on his phone, while the old man does what he enjoys doing, which is podcasting, entertaining. But let's find something to talk about and get my opinion on stuff. So let's see what we got here. Fucking company. Sorry, I'm trying to think of that company that gives all that fucking cigar news. Oh, half of here we go. Oh, oh, that's interesting. So Oliva is coming out with a 7x70, which is kind of crazy. Like me myself, I'm not a real big fan of 70 ring cigars, but like the biggest I like to go is a 60, but the Oliva in the 7x70 is kind of crazy, and I just wonder what made them go into that size, just because like most purists would say that they like to smoke smaller ring gauges, especially if you're smoking more of a Lancero, because when you get a Lancero, you're getting more of the leaf, and you're getting a lot more of that blend. So it's it's very interesting because when you're smoking something that big, you're just smoking nothing but filler. That's the only thing you're smoking when you're smoking that size. So, mm, I'm just going through halfway right now, just looking for, looking for cigars to talk about because, I just need to come on here and, like, just keep the channel going, because right now this week I don't have a guest this week. Fred said if he was free, he'll come on and chop it up with your boy. But Fred's been he's been under the weather, battling COVID. So thank goodness he got better. You know, uh, Stick is actually battling COVID himself too. Me and Stick were supposed to redo our episode this week because the last episode that we did, the audio was messed up. So we decided to redo that episode and kind of you know explore those same topics that we were talking before. And I think the one thing is I think this time would be better around also just because of the fact that I feel like I got to know a lot more about the man himself. And you know, when you get that one-on-one conversation, and you're able to talk to that person and really pull things out of that person as far as how they grew up and you know, you get to understand why they are the way they are. And I feel like that's a really, really um important, quality when you're meeting somebody is just get to know their background, get to know why they are the way they are. I always say the reason why I do the podcast because my thing is everybody has a story. You know, like you don't know how your story, and like you don't know how your story will affect somebody. So I always like to get people's story out there. Hopefully, I can get my boy Frank on from Dogs Inc. Hopefully, I can get him on in the next couple of weeks. He has an amazing story. He does amazing things for Dogs Inc. Plus, he also, started other foundations in the name of his brother who, passed away. So, Frank is an awesome guy. I love him. And hopefully, when I get him on, you guys can love him as well. So, one thing I will say is very interesting when I'm just here by myself and just talking. Because my mind goes a million miles per hour, so I'm always bouncing around from thinking of stuff to kind of say, kind of do. And I really think it's hard for people who do like could just turn on the camera and just talking to the camera. I find that super super fascinating. How like because how do you know you're keeping people engaged? It's one of those things where it's like, damn, like you're able to get an audience lock in, and they rocking with you. I'm pretty sure they have show notes. I don't have any show notes for this one right here. Um, because I was expecting other people to come on and chop it up and and do the usual, where we bullshit and talk and have a cigar. But I'm having a cigar by myself, talking to whoever's listening, and going from there. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's been kind of crazy because I feel like YouTube kind of like I wouldn't say shadow ban my channel, but just like I feel like a lot of people don't get notifications, and I don't know. I don't check, to see what really happens when it comes to YouTube. Like that's not my business. And at the same time, too, like I don't do this for money anyway. So to me, it doesn't matter if I have no people watching, if I have 100 people watching. To me, it's the same thing. It's just a chance for me to come on here, vent, talk. You know, um, just really just just be able to express myself because it's therapeutic. It's super, super. It's therapeutic, and it's a good way to express yourself, your thoughts, and But let me see if I can pull somebody out. Yeah, my man Skinny Money in the building. What's going on, Skinny man? How you doing, man? I could start talking about my world famous Cowboys and how my Cowboys are gonna start busting your Eagles ass. I can get into detail about that, because my boy George Pickens and CD on the other side. Now we really have some receivers. We got some receivers and we got a deep threat. So my boys can really put in some work this year. I don't see the Cowboys being as bad as everybody think they're gonna be because I think they're gonna outscore. Oh, you a hater. You a hater, Skinny. But I feel like the Cowboys are gonna outscore a lot more teams because I feel like our offense is gonna be very, very, very explosive. So I think the Cowboys are going to outscore a lot more teams than because our defense can't do anything. So I see the offense putting up like 35 points a game, at least 28. I see them putting up maybe 28 to 35 a game because we have the receivers. We have a coach who says that there is no stop, Skinny. We gonna stop you guys. We're gonna step on them Eagles next, Skinny. We're gonna step on them next. Now, like I was saying, like we got a running game now. You know, Mike McCarthy, that fat shit. I can't. I listen. We're gonna put up some points. I tell you, we're gonna put up some points this year, man. And because defensively we're not gonna stop anybody, so we have to try to outscore teams. It's gonna have to be like Cincinnati. Cincinnati could not beat any like if they scored under 21 points, they lost because they couldn't stop anybody on defense. So like since that they had to outscore teams, they had to put up at least 28 a game. But I don't know if you know this too, but Buffalo was kind of the same way. Buffalo was kind of the same way where nah, not happening. Not happening at all, Skinny. Like I don't know if you know this, but Buffalo was kind of the same way. With Buffalo, if they didn't put up points, they lost. Buffalo had to put up at least 24 points, or they was taking that L. Most teams, most of those teams couldn't win. Like scoring 13 points. Like the only teams that were really doing that a lot last year. Like that had a defense that was really shutting teams down. And sadly enough, was those fucking Eagles. Sadly enough, the Eagles defense was actually not bad. Sadly enough, yeah, I know. But you know, they did it. Pittsburgh did it for a lot of games last year. Pittsburgh couldn't score for shit. Pittsburgh, their games were always in the teens because they couldn't score touchdowns. That their defense was top five last year, at least in my opinion, because that offense was garbage, and they were winning games like 15-10. With none but with five field goals. So you talk about a team like that couldn't put up no points at all, and their field goal kicker won 4 games for them. Then you have, you know, then I'm trying because I'm going through the Rolodex of all because when you watch the red zone, you pretty much see every team, and I'm just trying to go back and think of every team in every game. and how most teams won their games last year and how close their score was. And I'm just going off the top of my head, just really just trying to think about a lot of teams that won close, tight games that were low scoring games. I know Pittsburgh was one for sure. Seattle was another one because Seattle couldn't score for nothing last year. So they won a lot of low scoring games last year. You know, surprisingly enough, New Orleans had a couple games that were like a few games that were in the teens because their defense was stout and their offense was just total shit. So hey yo, listen man, Poppy got the good sticks, man. Poppy got the good sticks, Skinny. Oh, who scored two touchdowns a game? Skinny. Who scored two touchdowns a game? What team was that? Because Pittsburgh was ass. Pittsburgh was super ass. Especially when they had Justin Fields in the game. Like they were like what like four and two, 5-2, and they weren't even putting up 20 points a game when they were doing that. No, let's have a little fun. Let me look at Pittsburgh's last year's stats as far as their games. Uh, 2024. Here we go. Oh, listen, no, listen. Last year we were ass. Last year, that's different. We were ass last year, Skinny. I can admit that. The Cowboys were ass, but that was Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy's ass. Mike McCarthy is garbage, garbage, super garbage, and you know that. McCarthy is ass. You know, I told you that all the time. I didn't like that fat shit. Like he was terrible. He would sit there with that goddamn menu that he had for that he had that he didn't want to give up the play calling duties, and then he was hiring his friends. Like Mike McCarthy was garbage. I never liked Mike McCarthy as our coach. Like Mike McCarthy he ran guys off. Like he ran off of Amari Cooper because he couldn't get along with Amari Cooper. How do you not get along with one of the most quiet guys in the league? You don't make sense. You know, like like Mike McCarthy is super ass. And Nick Sirianni's ass is a coach too. So I don't know what talking about. Skinny. Mike Sirianni is ass. And you know he's ass as a coach. Sirianni has no control over that team. Sirianni is terrible. Like if you rank every coach, he's like a bottom five coach. It's your assistants that's the reason why the Eagles are good. But Nick Sirianni is terrible as a fucking coach. You know what? Barry Switzer's a champ. And Barry Switzer did nothing. He didn't even practice. Troy Aikman was running that team to win them a Super Bowl. Sirianni is terrible. Sirianni is one of the worst head coaches in the NFL. He has no composure. He's awful. He is awful. If you guys had anybody else as a fuck as with some competency to be a coach, fucking you guys would have probably been 15-1 this year. That guy is terrible, and you know he's terrible, Skinny. Like Kellen Moore is the reason why you guys won that championship. Like Kellen Moore said, like you just sit there and look around and act like you're doing something. because Kellen Moore was calling all the plays, and Kellen Moore is our guy. He was supposed to be the coach because he's garbage. He is garbage, Skinny. Your man's is buns. Sirianni is terrible as a coach. Like Barry Switzer won a championship. Barry Switzer won a championship. That's how you know it's head coaches don't win championships. It's your coordinators can carry you to a championship. Like Sirianni is garbage. Like honestly, like me with my headset on right now can sit there and do the same thing Nick Sirianni does. Sit there and act like I'm doing something. Act like I'm calling plays. I can sit there and act like I'm doing something. Like Nick Sirianni is garbage, and you know it too, Skinny, because the second he lose 3 games in a row, you ready to hang him anyway, because you know he trash. He didn't beat them. The defense coordinator Sirianni just sat there. He don't do nothing. Listen, if Sirianni can win a fucking championship, I can. My black ass can win the championship. You know. Listen, Sirianni is expendable because Sirianni is garbage. If you had anybody else in there as the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, you guys would be a fucking dominant team. Oh my god, never, never. You know what? You know what? How about this, Skinny? Let's make a little bet. After the Cowboys whoop your boy's ass, you got to go and rock a Dallas Cowboy jersey because I got plenty here. So I'm gonna see you. You got to put on that fucking Dallas Cowboy jersey after the Eagles bust that. I'm gonna say after the Cowboys bust the Eagles ass. All right, we want to make that bet. It's a bet. So if I lose, I will rock an Eagles jersey. I will go and rock an ugly ass that Kelly Green ugly fucking Eagles jersey. I will order one from China and I will wear it on a podcast. Listen, I'm not. Listen, you gotta remember, I went and bet Sandra fucking $1,000 that the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. I'm crazy enough to fucking do it. I will go and buy a fucking Eagles jersey and wear that ugly fucking shit. Hey, China got some good cigars now. Okay, you damn right. This laptop's from China. Shoot, somebody got to do it for cheap labor. Hey, listen, even even that MacBook, is made over in China. So I'm good. I'm good to go. All right, yo, Skinny, have a good night, brother. Yo, be good, man. I love you, Skinny. Hey, last night I was saying, like, I gave you a big shout out last night, saying you're one of the best fucking people in the fucking world, Skinny. You already know. You already know, Skinny. So my boy, yes, sir, Skinny man. You're one. You listen. You're a fucking salt. You're one of the best people in fucking. It's amazing, man. You meet so many great people in the cigar community, and you're one of the best people I've ever met, Skinny man. You really are, man. You know. Keelan said he's gonna hop on in a little bit, and yo, I ain't chopping with Keelan in a minute, so it'd be good to catch up with my man over in Japan right now. Mm. Like I said this is one of my favorites that I've smoked this year. Like it's one of my new favorites. But those those Alex Gillette cigars are fucking amazing. I was in heaven smoking that cigar last night. It's one of those cigars that you like when you take it and you're puffing on it, and every now and again you'll sit there. Yo, what's going on, Apostle? How you doing, man? Go birds, babe. Get the fuck out of here, Peter. Here we go. Another fucking birds fan. Oh, did you hear the bet? Yo, what's up, Carby? Yo, what's up, Ben? Yeah, so me and Skinny made a bet week one. If the birds beat the Cowboys, I will fucking go and put on an ugly ass fucking Eagles jersey. You know? Come on now. We don't bang with the Niners over here, man. Yo, right now, Carpy, I'm smoking this fucking the CI is exclusive from Blackwork Studio, which is and it's yo honestly, man, it's actually one of my favorites. So it's actually really fucking good. But back to what I was saying about fucking AG cigars, man. It's like one of those cigars where you smoke it, and every now and again you just look at it like, fuck, this shit is good. You know, um, and this cigar right here has gives me similar effects, but not like that fucking And I think last night I was calling it a Maduro, but I think it's a Habano actually. The the oh man, really, Carp? Steven was talking about that cigar last night. Like, so like, how is it so far? You know? Yo, what's up, Leo, man? I'm sorry, King Leonidas. That's Leo's new name. His new name is King Leonidas. So whenever you see Leo, you address him as King Leonidas from now on. Put some respect on that man's name from now on, all right? Yes, I do. Yes. That thing is super fucking delicious. It's really fucking good. And and like when I was reading up on it, I think it's a Habano. I think it's like an Ecuadorian Habano or something like that. Because it's not a Maduro, but it's really good. And like like it's one of those things where one thing I always say is like you root for a cigar brand more when you meet the brand owner. So when you're able to meet the brand owner, you kind of feel like you're part of the process. Like you love their story. Like we're all able to actually talk and reach out to Alex, and it's something to where it's like you actually consider yourself a friend. So it's like nah, yeah, like I know him, like, and you want to refer his cigars to people and get your eyes pinched. So this way you can always go back and say, hey, like you can actually talk to him like, hey, like one of my friends smoked this cigar. This is what he said, and and you feel like you're part of the process of giving him feedback. So this way he can go, all right, that's an interesting note. Maybe all right, maybe for ah, wow, maybe for my next blend, I can actually go and tweak something a little bit. So, it's one of those things where, like it's always great to feel like you're you're part of the process. It it's one of those things where, back when I was, when me and somebody we were cool. It was, like you were happy to see that person getting that recognition, like cuz like you felt like you were part of the team. So like you wanted everybody to smoke it. You wanted everybody to try it. Like you did everything possible to try to get everybody to at least try it once. And if they had a bad experience with it, it was like, all right, well, maybe this is the reason why. Um, you know, it it was, I'm just trying to choose my words very, very wisely when I talk about that. So, um, you know, it's one of those things during those times where like, like you guys would smoke that cigar and you guys would come to me and talk to me about it. And I go, well, try this, or, like, you know, maybe before you smoke it, do this to it, and give a second opinion, and that right there, like, was part of the process because, I was in house, so I knew what was going on. So I knew more than anybody what was really, all right, well, if you're having this experience, then try this, and your experience should be different with that cigar. So, and that was all, and doing that was all out of love. So, you know, like, was it like one thing about, I can say this, one thing about myself is I'm never a person when it comes to money. I feel like money can destroy a lot of things. I feel like money can destroy friendships, money can destroy families, and money can destroy podcasts. So for me myself, I'm always like, like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it because I love it. You know, like if money comes one day, all right, that's fine. But it's not something that I'm looking for, I'm striving for, because, I know that that's one thing that can really kill, uh, you know, like it can kill anything just because just off the fact that, somebody will feel like they're not getting a big enough cut, a big enough part of the cut. Somebody feels like they're more valuable, you know, and they should get more. So I never like to mix, money with passion. Like it's like even with the hats, I give away more hats than I sell. And and I love doing that. Speaking of hats, I still have to get a hat out to Michael Prisdale. It's been almost a month, and one thing I will say is I get very, very nervous, when it comes to the hats. I get very nervous, very anxious, um, just because of the fact that, what if it doesn't go well? What if I mess up on the hat and you know it's not glued on good enough, and by the time I get there, the patch falls off. Or if the patch isn't centered. It's one of those things where I'm always like just battling myself in my head when it comes to making the hats, and it's something that I battle with. And I try to get over it too. Because I don't like to rush the process of doing it because I want to make sure everything is perfect, because of the fact that this is something that I'm giving to somebody else. And I want them to be able to show it off to people, and not in the instead of people saying, "Oh, well, the hat is messed up. Oh, well, the hat is poor quality. Oh, when I got it, the rim was bent. The rim was bent." Like that's something that, you know, like I battle with, just psychologically. And you know, And it's kind of the same way with the podcast. But with the podcast, I feel a lot more comfortable because I like to talk anyway. So I'm a talker by heart. So and when it comes to doing stuff, as far as when it comes to anything, like I'm a perfectionist. So it's like I get really anxious because I want everything to be perfect. So that's just how my makeup is when it comes to doing hats, when it comes to doing shirts, uh, even when it comes to just ideas. Um, like when I'm at work, man, I think about 50 million ideas when I'm at work because I'm always thinking of stuff I can do and come out with. You know, like actually I had an idea for a shirt with all the bad guys from Capcom on one shirt. So that shirt was gonna be the boss from Street Fighter. We got Sagat. You got Sagat and Bison. Um, you know, like the final boss of a few other Capcom games. And that was something that I was really thinking about. I'm like, fuck it. If I could find the right artist to do this would be really, really fire on a shirt. Just because it was something that growing up, like those were the games that I played. Those were the things that I did. So for me, it was really, you know, like that's why I chose the Bowser hat because it's something relatable, to me in my childhood. So, but it's and like even using like Chat GPT or any of those other kind of AI systems, they never come out perfectly or the way that I see them. Like they always could they somehow, some way, something is off. So I really try to go in, um, and then like I've tried to go on Fiverr a few times to find an artist to do it, and they wouldn't know what to do. And I'm like, how hard is it to make a picture of Wadio smoking a cigar? It's not that hard to do. Like I showed you the makeup of the one I had before. I asked you for something very, very similar, and you can't do it. So, like that's why, like, you know, I wish I had just like an artist I can always go to and be like, yo, this is what I'm thinking. Do you think you could do something with this? You know, like, do you think you could do something with this? All right, like let's put it let's put it into motion. So, um, but it's like I will say it's one of those things in life where I don't look at I don't look at clothing, hats, sweatshirts. I don't look at anything the same anymore because I'm always wondering, okay, what kind of cotton is that? What kind of hat is that? What kind of brim is that? Who makes that hat? What company can I get blanks from? So I'm always just sitting there thinking of, all right, what could I put out that I think will actually work and will actually like people will enjoy. So that's one thing I always go to in my head is just like, all right, how can I show expression? Because when it comes to drawing, I'm not a talented artist when it comes to drawing, but I have 50 million ideas that I could think of that I'll actually jot down in my phone or like in a notepad, that I jot down. I go, all right, like, and then I'll go to people and I'll talk to them about, like, yo, like, what do you think about this right here? Like it's the same thing where, like I wanted to do my own little clothing line where it was Fear the Innocent. because innocent is my name. So I was like, all right, well, I could do something where it's like fear the innocent. And then I'm like, all right, well, is that too close of, fear of God? Is that way too close, to where it can be a copyright issue? So, just think about that. I'm like, all right, well, would a brand essential come after me for copyright and stuff like that? And will people not think of me as biting from them? You know, so it's just one of those things I think of, and I really try to go and just really put like my ideas out there. But I just get so nervous and just wonder how people, like I said, like I wonder how just people will accept it. And Steve Harvey always says, just jump. Steve Harvey says, like, if you have faith in something, you gotta just do it. You gotta just jump. And it's like, yeah, but what if you jump and you fall? What if you jump and you fail? And honestly, a lot of times I go back and forth with my son about that. Like, it's like one of those things where it's like, don't be afraid of failure. Failure is a part of life. But in my head, I'm always battling the fact that, what if that does happen? So it's kind of hard for me to go up and tell him one thing, but in my head, I'm the same way as him. And it's easier it's easier to make excuses for yourself. And the one example I always give him is John Jones. So John Jones' whole thing is the reason why he's such a wild card is he wants an excuse. So if he loses, he goes, "Oh, well, I lost because I went out partying, before the fight, or I did this before the fight. If I didn't do that, I would have came in better shape. I would have won. I'd have been locked in more." But for him, and the way that his mind is, he needs that built-in excuse for him to go out, and if he loses, he's like, all right, well, it is what it is. This is why. And it's kind of hard not to go through life and say to yourself, like, oh, look for a built-in excuse on, why not just jump? Why not just take a leap? You're doing it already. Like, you're doing it on the podcast. Shoot, like this week you don't have a guest. Just jump. Just do it the same way with everything else. Just have a leap of faith. And it's very hard for me to get over certain psychological hurdles when it comes to just just taking a leap, just believing. So yeah, hold on. Hey, innocent, innocent. Sorry, I was trying to get my son directions on. It's just like moving the fans this way he doesn't get affected by the smoke. But he was like, "Fuck it, I'm going outside, Dad. Fuck that." So he just went outside. No, but enough about just the the head battles that I go through. So like I would say one thing that I do, like when it comes to sports, that comes easy. Something I'm passionate about, something is easy about. Like, I could sit here and get on a rant and talk about how the Yankees just lost 2 or 3 to the Mets. So tomorrow when I go to work, I got to deal with fucking Met fans all day at work. So you know, what's good, L? What's going on, my brother? You know, so like talking sports comes easy. Like it's crazy because the Yankees still in first place, but they're not a team built for a championship. They don't got like Jazz Chisholm's best position is second base. They got him playing third base. So what they did was they basically just are just moving guys around like defensively to get guys offensive bats to find anywhere. Like Ben Rice is not a catcher; he's a first baseman. And they moved him to catcher just so he can get at bats. And that actually cost the Yankees a game. So that shit right there pissed me off. So, but bro, what you up to, Brody? Man, you smoking, Brody? And how was the wedding, my brother? But like I said, like I can go on a rant all day about the Yankees. I can go on a rant all day about one thing I didn't speak about was the Knicks. hmm the one thing I didn't speak about was the Knicks and the Knicks hiring Mike Brown, which like I don't mind it, but it's not something that I wanted. Like I wanted Mike Woodson as the coach for the Knicks. You know. Oh, tasted for the wedding. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Listen, man, I still didn't get an address or nothing. I didn't get an address or a date, L. I need that address and that date so my black ass can be on a flight down to Alabama. All right. The frog will be in attendance. So the frog will be there. Let the bridesmaids know. All right. Nice, nice. That's the day before my mom's birthday. So I'm at to find a way to make that happen. Yeah, like I don't know if you seen last night, L, but I almost got a whooping last night, L. Fred Fred almost got me beat last night, and actually my mom is right here behind me. I don't know, doing something. If I get too loud, she's probably gonna try to smack me or something. But you know, Fred and Fred and Steven, which would trying to get me to slip up last night, man. Trying hard to get your boy to shoot because she had her cane with her. She's about to unleash on me, man. Yeah, you all right, ma? All right. Oh, and now she about to use the microwave during the show. Ain't that about it? Uh-huh. All right, I got you. I got. Oh no, you want to pour it out? All right, there you go. All right. Yep. Oh, well, you guys can see my mom in the back getting her son to eat. Yeah, so I gotta make sure I'll move certain ways. Next thing you know, she pop up on the screen. But I will say this, like through all the hardship, she raised three good boys. So, well, two and a half, because I'm a bit of a wild card. So, she raised two good boys, so I can't complain. You know, yeah. Fred said he'll be on his way soon, man. So this podcast might just run a little long, which is all right. You know, you know, L, if well, you going into work, so I was gonna say, man, I will say this, L, man. Since I started working the PM shift, man, life has been a breeze, man. I tell you, man. Like I, I don't know how I was doing AM for so long because I'm not a morning person, and my problem is like I can't I cannot sleep at night, so I would have a really hard times waking up for work in the morning, and you know like I will wake up like 3 4 times a night, and I would probably wake up like every hour on the hour because I'll be worried about oversleeping for work. So, now that I'm working, the 4 to 12 shift, I get home around 1, stay up to 4 o'clock, wake up at 10 o'clock, and I still got time to do everything I want to do. I make sure that this lady got some food, for when I'm at work. I make sure I take care of Mom Dukes, and from there, it's been it's probably been one of the best moves I've made. And for so long, I always wondered why my dad worked overnight, because my dad, he worked overnight for, I would say, maybe 20 years now. And I'm like, Dad, why you work the overnight? How come you don't work the AM shift? And he will always say, well, it's too much management around. I do my thing. Yo, second shift, yeah, yeah, man. Listen, that man, that 4 to 12, you cannot beat it, man. I love it. Even when I worked the 2:30 shift, 2:30 to 10:30. But for me, man, anytime I can go and get my get my full, my full 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night, it's a big difference, just as far as life. Because honestly, like I really I'm really a homebody, you know. Yeah, yeah, man. That 2 to 10, that's a beautiful shift. I feel you. I feel you. That's a beautiful shift, man. Like 4 to 12 is because it's like half the management is at the hotel, you know, and then on top of that, it's just the whole vibe. The whole vibe of the hotel is the night staff is just it's a totally different vibe from the AM to the PM staff. You know, it's like it's a whole different work environment. So I always tell myself I should did this years ago. I should have really went and did this years ago, man. And and one thing that it really benefits is the fact that just lifestyle changes. Since my son's been here, first thing in the morning, man, we wake up at 9 10 o'clock. First thing we do is we wake up and we go right to the gym. We go to the gym, we get our workout in, then we'll go for a walk, sit, conversate, and then around 2 o'clock I start getting ready for work. But for those 4 or 5 hours, man, it's just me. It's beautiful, and then I'll get home around 1 a.m. It's summertime, so he's still up. It's summertime, so he's still up. So Most nights I'll tell him come downstairs with a cigar. He'll come downstairs and we'll sit and we'll just chop it up some more. Like I was saying last night, like I now I'm really starting to understand like that bond, especially when it comes to Fred, because Fred always said, man, his pops is his best friend. I feel like my pops is my right hand man, man. You know, and one thing I always talk about is honestly just getting his approval is like, am I doing a good job as a father? Like, because like last night, after I got off the podcast, I came into the house and the first thing my sister-in-law says is, she goes, and they all call me Any. So she goes, Any, I don't know how, but you have, she goes, because you're a knucklehead. You're a knucklehead. I don't understand how you made such an amazing boy. She goes, he's so smart. He's so like he's so creative when he speaks and when he conversates. And he's so well mannered. She goes, you had like, she was like, it's hard to say now, like, but you have an amazing man. And she's like, I feel so old calling him a man because he's 18 now. So she's like, I can't believe he's a man. And I like that's one thing that always makes me happy. And I tell him, and I tell him this all the time, is like, the fact that everybody I meet says the same thing about you is one of the best qualities, and it makes everything that I go. If I have to work 20 hours a week, I'll do it. Because like at the end of the day, like, you deserve that. Like my job is to make sure that your life is as easy as I can make it to get you to where you need to get to. And he understands, because most summers, I would always, during when they're here, I only work 3 days when they're here most of the time. So during those 2 days, I will always do two doubles. I will find a way to get two doubles in, and then have my 4 days off. So this way, whatever they want to do, we can do. If you want to go to Chinatown, let's go to Chinatown. You want to go to Times Square? Go to Times Square. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, Brody, man. Like, you know, I honestly, man, I try. And know what the thing is, you know, I just wonder how people just have these fucked up kids. I really do. Like, these kids that, cuz like, when you're walking through New York City, you see these 15, 16-year-old kids and they're lost. And you're just like, how you like what's going on that has you like this? Like, when I'm riding the train, I see these kids that are young, and they're smoking weed, and they have this paranoia. And it's the craziest shit in the world, because they sit there and like, you see them like scratching their head, and they're looking around, and it's the wildest shit in the world, man. You was
Yo,
what? How you doing, kid?
hey man, I'm chilling, man. You good?
I I like that background. You a wild boy, Fred. Nah, you know what, man? I was told. You know what? I was just getting into, man, just about how these kids that from 14 to 18, like, just how they end up being, you know, like, how they end up being so fucked up. As far as, like, if you notice with the weed now, I don't know what it is, but these kids, they're paranoid. You know, and a lot of these kids don't have no respect for nobody. They feel like nobody can say anything to them, and it's really one of the craziest things in the world. And you working as a teacher, you deal with it firsthand. You know.
Yeah, bro. I do deal with it firsthand, and I have. uh, you gotta, well, especially when it comes to the education part, you gotta understand that you have a job to teach the kids. You don't, you kind of step into a parent role. You kind of step
Mm-hmm.
into a parent role, but you're not the parent. Um, it also comes. My bad. It's a lot of noise in the background. My bad. I'm in the
Oh,
house.
you good, man?
No,
Yeah, you good, brother.
no. A lot of parents. I've heard so many parents say that they try to be their kids' friend,
Yeah.
and that makes no sense to me because for what? Like you shouldn't try to be. Hey, you shouldn't try to be your kid's friend.
Yeah, yeah,
That shouldn't be the goal. Like you're the parent, that's the child.
exactly.
That's how it's supposed to be. Now when y'all get older, y'all still not friends. Like
Mm-hmm.
me and my parents, like those are my parents. My parents,
Mm-hmm.
like they, like we can have like buddy conversations, stuff like
Yeah,
that. But those are still my parents at the end of the day.
yeah.
And too many people now they're like, well, I don't want my kid to grow up how I grew up. I don't want my kid um to stop, boy, stop. Leave that alone. Put that down. Put it right here. Put it. I'll fix it. And you'll write the letter to Santa a little later. Um,
Yeah, he a little early for Santa.
bro,
He a little early for Santa, man.
it's crazy. But I I've heard so many parents say that like, yeah, I don't want my kid to grow up how I grew up. It's not the fact that you like that doesn't mean that you stop the discipline. That does not mean
Exactly.
that discipline stops, and that's where a lot of parents are lacking now is as far as discipline goes because they're like, well, they don't want to say like again they want to go back to I don't want my kid to grow up how I grew up getting whoopings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't whoop my kids. I'm like, I mean, that's fine, but
Yeah.
there has to be some type of discipline set in place. It's too many kids that have a leeway and they feel that they can disrespect adults. They feel like they can
Mm-hmm.
disrespect other adults because they disrespect their parents at home, and that shouldn't be.
Exactly.
That should not
Well,
be at.
I think the one problem there is, and also too, like there has to be a a friendship. Like there's nothing wrong with having certain conversations and having a friendship with your kid, but there's a line to it. I was talking about my son, but he knows at the end of the day, like my call is judge, jury, executioner. I get the final say in it. If he's not fine with it, that's his fault. But and at the same time too is when it come when it comes to school, he knows that
My
you
bad. I
know
just want
like
everybody to see the picture.
yeah, yes, sir. Throw them dollars in the sky. Throw them dollars in the sky. You damn right. You damn right.
Freaky man, freaky
You
frog,
damn right. You damn
Okay,
right.
my bad. Go
Now
ahead.
you good. You good. Nah, like the way I work when it comes to my son is with both my sons. I say the teacher's always right.
Mhm.
I'm not when it comes to school. I'm not taking your side. Yo,
Right.
good evening, Capricorn.
Good
You
evening,
know,
Capricorn.
I'm not taking your side when it comes to when it comes to school. I'm not taking your side. I don't
Right.
want to hear. I don't want to I don't want to hear that the teacher's picking on you because the
Mhm.
way you fix that is through good grades. If your if
Right.
if your if your grades are on point, he can't say nothing to you.
Well, I'll put it to you this way, and I've dealt with teachers before, even when I was passing. See, being someone who's diagnosed with ADHD, I had a
Mm-hmm.
I had a
Same here.
teacher, I had a teacher who
Uh-oh.
basically who basically told who basically told my folks and I that
Yep.
that ADHD did not exist. Yes, baby.
Wow.
Which, oh yeah, get it's your cup right there, baby. And so, um, basically they're saying that oh, it's all in his head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
and I wasn't failing the class at all.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that you actually have some teachers. You have some teachers who they feel that they have that the type of authority to pick on a certain kid, but they don't. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Because they feel like the parents aren't gonna back that kid up. They feel like they
Yeah.
have a power. And me personally, I feel like those teachers should not be in the class.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I never forget. I had a teacher. I was like in the fifth or sixth grade, and so this teacher of mine, she did not like men. She didn't like men at
Mm-hmm.
all. So
Oh,
every boy in the
yo,
class.
Capricorn. Wait, answer your question in 1 second, brother. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead, bro.
yeah, yeah. No, so every guy in the class, um, she failed them.
Wow.
So the girls got higher grades than we did, and
Mm.
she made the class harder on us than for the girls. And because of the like, it took my mom and my dad to actually have a conversation with her and find like she was,
Mm.
and but like she was basically taking her trauma.
Out on you guys.
She was taking the, and that shouldn't be. If that be the case, you shouldn't be in a classroom with kids at all.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like
Yes,
you
sir.
don't like I did nothing to you, but like her class, like it's just like the way that she would talk to us, the way that she would handle us was totally, it was disrespectful. It was very very disrespectful, and
Yeah.
I don't know if she's still teaching now, but I tell you what,
Mm-hmm.
it was hell being in her class, because
Mm.
of that, and that was she we were treated unfairly. And again, there goes like it's some teachers that are like that, and they, to me, they really should not be in a classroom
Yep.
or in a classroom setting, because they don't. To me, you have to put yourself in your student's shoes. You have to bring yourself down
Exactly.
to their level, and remember that you were a kid once too.
At
You know
one
what I'm
time.
saying?
Yeah.
So it has to be some type of common ground between teacher and student. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah. You good. Nah. Well,
but
He want to know if we smoke Cubans, and yes, yes, we've had a few.
yes, 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 very much
We
so.
we we've had a few, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah, we do enjoy a good Cuban cigar, man. We do
yeah,
enjoy a good Cuban cigar.
I would say like you know, would you say a Cuban is worth the chase?
Um, mm,
Yeah.
I would say there are some that are actually worth the chase. Actually, there are some that are actually worth that. You know, what I'm saying worth that. If you want to get a box of some, now you're gonna come off a pretty penny, but they are worth it though.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the like, I tell you, not gonna lie, that I'll be reviewing it soon. That the Fort Lauderdale, the Monte Carlo,
Mm-hmm.
bro. That
Mm-hmm.
cigar, for that cigar to be, and it's not even an expensive Cuban, but that cigar is worth, like, I think it's maybe like $200 for the box. And it
Mm.
comes like it's a box of 25, and it's not a
Wow.
big cigar. It's like a mini. I forgot the size of it, but it's super skinny, bro. I can't remember the size of that bad boy, but
Yeah.
it's a
You
very
know what?
very good cigar, bro.
So Fred, I know
What's
you're
up?
not the I know you're not the biggest fan of this cigar, but I love that goddamn what's my baby, that goddamn see, now I'm on the spot, I can't remember it. It was the was it the party? No, no, it's an Upman. The Upman Magnum. The Upman Magnum that's my motherfucking jam right there. You give me a box of those bad boys, I'm in heaven. Them up and magnums are fucking are
Oh, the H Upman. Yeah, I don't mind the
yeah.
H Upman, bro. The H Upman.
The H
Yeah,
Upman.
I like
Yeah,
the H
that's
Upman.
heavy.
I
That's a
like the
chef
H
kiss
Upman. I
for
don't mind
me.
the H Upman at all. H Upman's a
Yeah,
good cigar.
yeah, but Behikes are good. I just think Behikes, like that's I don't know, for some reason I just feel like that's everybody's go to when they talk about Cuban cigars are Behikes. And there's so many other good Cuban cigars out there.
I've never
And
had a BHK, so I can't speak on it. I
yeah,
mean, I've heard from guys that have smoked a BHK, and I mean, like
yeah,
one of these days I'll try it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
One of
yeah,
these days I'll try it, but I mean, until then, I can't speak on it because I've
hmm
never smoked it. But
yeah.
I have heard some good things about it though. I have heard some good things about the BHKs.
Oh, Trinity, yeah. Oh, oh, I got a good quick shout to my boy Josh Jones. Who? Josh Jones.
What's up, Josh?
Yeah, Josh is my guy. Have you met Josh before down in Texas?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No, I ain't met him.
Josh. Josh down there in Texas. He's still part of the Legion.
Oh, okay.
Josh,
Yeah,
Josh is
listen,
great
listen.
people, man.
I was a part. I was honored. I was honored to be a part of the Smokers Legion back a while ago, man. When they first
Mm.
got started. Shout out to Martin because Martin the one that put me on
Yeah, yeah.
and got me
Martin's
in.
my guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, Martin's my guy. But,
but I
you know,
told him. But listen, I told him. When the last time I talked to him, I told him he needed to go ahead and uh come back to doing cigar reviews, man.
nah,
I
he's
miss his
back.
reviews, bro.
He's back. He's back.
Where he doing cigar reviews at?
It's almost famous Martina Maya now.
When the last, but I
Uh
know that, but he ain't done a review in I don't know how long.
oh, god damn.
Yeah, bro, he ain't
Yeah.
listen. Martin ain't did no review in
Mm,
years. The last review he did was back in what 2021 or 22.
nah. Nah, I gotta be sooner than they gotta be sooner than that.
Okay, I give it 2023.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I say
Yeah.
beginning of the year 2023. Other than that, he ain't came out with nothing in 2024, and damn sure ain't came out
Damn.
with nothing in 2025.
Damn, yo, I'm gonna text Martinez. I'm gonna text that motherfucker. Tell
It's
him,
been a
yeah,
while, bro, because I watch I watch his no, bro. It's been at least about
Capricorn.
three, 4 years.
Thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
have not. I've not had a chance to try the Kid Dorsey. I have heard that the Kid
Mm.
Dorsey is really really good. I know Justin smoked that one. Stick God smoked that one, and
Mm.
he reviewed that. And he spoke highly of that cigar. And so I've
Mm.
heard some really good things about that cigar. So yeah.
Yeah, like that Cuban money, it hit a little different. So, you know, that Cuban money a little bit more expensive. A little bit more on the
Huh?
expensive side.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Josh, have you tried that Penelope? Have you tried the Penelope the cigar blend or the Rio yet, Josh? Because Josh is a big bourbon guy.
Man, I
You know,
wish I
like
could put. I'm still battling. So
yo,
man,
well, listen, I've been back. Like they said that they busy with production right now, so they get back to me. So next month I'm gonna try again, and then the month after that I'm gonna try again until
that's a bit.
until I have to finally say, you know
Yeah,
what,
keep trying, man.
like you broke me down. So
Keep poking that bear. That bear
oh
sleep
yeah,
on you right now. It's gonna wake
exactly.
up. It's gonna wake up sooner or later.
You know,
Wait.
yeah.
Has Peter blessed your chat yet?
Yes, he has. So see, you wasn't here.
Hmm.
Skinny was the first one on. So
Oh yeah.
so me and Skinny made a bet
Okay.
for week one. Now if the
What? Wait.
cow
Whoa. Why y'all making bets on the Cowboys right now? No.
listen,
Did you
I
not
got
know?
faith. I got
Do
faith.
you not know who just got arrested today?
Well, listen, like I know Turp got arrested. I know Turp got arrested.
Turk got arrested, bro.
Yeah, but in Texas, you can have a gun in Texas. You can have a gun in Texas. You can have a gun
Yeah,
in
but
Texas.
they really took him because he probably had over the limit of marijuana
Mm,
you're supposed to. You're
yeah,
not supposed to have
that's right.
over a certain limit of marijuana. And so they were like, "Oh, you got a gun too?" So yeah, like, come on.
No, yeah, he'll be alright.
It probably wasn't registered. That's
Yeah,
probably what it was.
yeah. Idiot.
He's not a
Ooh,
fan of the Rio. Too much of a
ooh.
cinnamon bomb. But I haven't
Ah.
had the cigar blend. Listen, no, you know who else is coming out with a cigar blend, bro?
Oh.
Uncle Nearest.
Oh, really?
Uncle Nearest is dropping a cigar blend, bro.
Oh.
Oh wait, is it a cigar blend or a master blend? I think it's a master blend. Either way, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah. Like
Either way.
so I remember when Starlight came out with their cigar blend.
Who?
That
Who?
that one was good money.
Who you talking about?
Uh
Yo,
yeah. Yeah. Yes,
Yo, what up?
sir.
What up?
yo.
What's good? What's good?
I'm chilling, man.
Hey,
Chilling.
Good to see
my
y'all,
boy.
man.
Hey, my boy up with a fresh palate. Then had breakfast. Had his
Yeah,
pineapples
exactly.
and watermelon
Mm-hmm.
Something like
with
that.
mango with a
Something like
side
that.
of butt with a side of butt.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Lisa,
Yep.
I'm only
Fred
saying
no.
that because you see the background. You see the background. Freaky
Oh
Fried
yeah, for
Dinner.
sure, for sure. We know it's cracking.
You did.
You know, wake up, ribbit,
Yeah, we
ribbit, ribbit.
Ah,
nah.
boy, that's so
Listen,
crazy.
listen. I can't wait for next week for Darshawn to be on his best behavior.
Oh
Oh yeah,
man,
right. Picture that.
bro, he
Yeah.
actually said, "Listen," he was like, "Well, I know, because we got Patina that's gonna be on with us, right?" So he was like, what did he say?" He said his girl gonna be on. His girl gonna be watching, so he gonna be on his P's and Q's. Yeah, bro, he got a whole girlfriend now. He has a
Yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah.
girlfriend. Hey,
Y'all keep believing that. He's setting
hey!
y'all up for the kill. He
Look,
about
look,
to
look,
win.
look, look, EKB. Guess what ethnicity she is.
Oh, we already know.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
he already know.
Nah, man.
Dr. Umar said what?
Yeah.
My brain was going towards them snow bunnies.
Yeah.
You never know. He might be on some respectability politics. Then he might be kind of quiet. You know.
Come on.
Yeah. I just text Darshawn the link right now. Hey, what's
That's
up?
what's
What's up,
up.
there, baby?
Say hi.
Hi.
Hey,
She just
Hi.
woke up. She
Uh
just
huh.
woke up, y'all. Go see
she
people up at Cha
messing
Cha.
with the
Go.
unks right now.
Okay, she want to stay right here with me. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine. Oh,
yeah,
now,
yeah.
hold,
One more
now,
time.
now is the big dog still there?
Huh?
Is the big dog still there?
Yeah, man. He in the back, man.
Listen, man. Tell big. He don't got to come on the camera. Just tell him to come near the camera for a second, man.
Nah. He man, me. So what we did today, we were teaching the kids how to ride a bike.
Mm,
Nice,
Since
nice. That's what's up.
I'm still getting better with my knee. I can't do a lot that
that
I
that
can't
that
be
one that
running with the kids yet and all
that
that stuff.
there's
So
the assassin.
man, listen, bro, trying to get them. We got both of the kids trying to ride the
Mm-hmm.
bike, and so yes, baby, you get your cup. Where
Oh.
your cup? Go get your cup. There
Mm-hmm.
you go. It's right there. There you go. Good job. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's what we doing. So he tired,
Yes,
bro. What's up, Ben?
yes,
Oh yeah.
yes, sir, Ben.
There you go. We got it.
Yo, first of all, yeah, did you see what Darshawn posted on his Facebook story?
Bro, I ain't been on Facebook, bro. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you say? I know he
It was
said
Nah,
something
he
wild.
he posted the gift.
Huh. He did what? Oh, the gift. Oh, what he told us about.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Some
EKB.
bangers.
So yeah, so look here, Keelan. Dude
no.
said, he got a keeper, bro. The girl done got him some
So,
some cigars. So
yeah,
now he on his best behavior,
yeah.
bro.
For the time for the time being. Time being. I told him,
I can't knock
listen,
the hustle. That man trying to play the game, man. Let
listen,
him get
yo,
his. Yo.
man, we
I'm
went
letting
out.
him have it, bro.
I said, there was a poll in the chat. We said, how long y'all think Darshawn gonna last? Dudes in the chat said a month.
Yeah, they
Dude,
did say a
dude,
month.
dudes saying a month. One guy said 3 months. Man, they was making they was making bets, man.
No, that's some nice wages right there. I feel
Hey,
that.
hey,
Nah,
boys was the show making whole bets out here like they running a
Uh huh.
parlay. They running
Yo,
a
for real.
parlay on this
he,
man's life.
Yo, for
yeah,
real, for real.
he ain't trying to mess up. You know that meal ticket right now, man. I see where this
Uh
game going, man.
Hey, y'all know what I'm about to ask. I'm about to ask it now. How's everybody
Mm,
doing mentally? How y'all doing?
mm.
We always got to check on our brothers, man. Make sure we
You know,
good in a good headspace. Um,
yeah,
y'all good?
yeah. Man, I had a really deep conversation with my brothers yesterday, man. Real deep
Mm,
conversation.
So,
And it was and it was good, man, because like just understanding on on what's going on,
mm,
like so it was a conversation that it was supposed to be just me and one of my brothers. It was supposed to be me and my like the second oldest, but the baby, my youngest brother, he came out too, you
mm.
know. So but we touched on
that's what's up. That you met your literal brothers. I'm thinking you talking about
yeah,
with the homies, that you real
nah
tight with.
nah
But this is
nah
your literal
nah
brothers. So yeah, that's
little
major.
yeah
That's what's up.
yeah. So like
Yeah,
because
that's
like
good.
you know
Go give
like
me a hug and kiss, girl.
I used to hold a lot of resentment on like like I'm over here stuck with mom. Like,
Love you.
how come I'm not getting more help? But after sitting down and talking to
Say
him,
hi.
I'm like, you know what? Like, hey, what's going on? How you doing?
This is my oldest, Amaya.
How you doing, Amaya?
All right, Maya.
They say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Bedtime, go. What? Mood? Yeah, I know. Your mood is gonna be your eyelids closing so you go to sleep. Yeah,
Mhm.
I know. Go ahead, girl. Night night. Hey, go tell people I've touched out night night in the room. Go knock on the door. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad, y'all. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. You good. Nah, like I used to hold a lot of resentment because I'm like I'm the only one like dealing with mom. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and
Yeah.
so like I'm like and after talking
Go
to
see people
him,
I've touched out.
like for me like and you know and then to hear this side of it, I'm like, you know what, like I'm best I'm best equipped to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're like, but you shouldn't have to shoulder the bearing because you're the oldest. And I'm
Right.
like, you know what? But I'm like, you know what? Like I'd rather deal with it so y'all don't have to.
Right.
Like, cause my mindset, uh, uh, you know, I'd rather deal with it.
You gotta fix your diaper, girl.
You know, I'd rather deal with it than you guys have to deal with it. That's just
Right.
how my mindset is with. And they're like, no, like you just feel like that because you're the oldest. And I'm like, at the end, at the end of the day, like my job is to protect you guys, and
Mm-hmm.
that's all I want to do. Like I can, like if that's the case, I can deal with it. I can handle it.
Right.
You know, I can handle it. So
I mean, but
yeah,
still though, I mean, I know you the oldest, so you feel like you got that responsibility. I just think personally, like that's a group effort. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
As a
Sure.
as a
Hmm.
Mom's raised the
sibling,
group. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
She ain't
yeah,
raised just one.
yeah. All y'all are her kids. So at the end of the day, she gonna like. I think as a mother, she expect all y'all to be there for her as she was there for
True.
you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't know,
Cause
man. Family
listen,
dynamics
when
are
when
difficult,
these
man.
kids,
Hmm.
yeah, you're right, Keelan.
Oh, he
Ooh.
says, hold on. He says, I'm a free man. I'm a free man. Last was a movie you saw these pics.
He said he a free man.
Here, free. You see, you see.
But see, he already said at the end of the show that he
That
hit
they
him with the we need to talk text.
see.
Darshawn, man, you gotta get it together, man. Don't worry, your queen is coming. Your
Yeah,
queen is
That's
coming,
because
bro.
ain't nobody watching this episode right now. We
yeah.
gonna see. You know what I mean? Yeah, we gonna see when his eyes on the episode. See if he switched the
Mm-hmm.
game up.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna see.
Okay,
Exactly.
go. Go. Ready, set, go.
Exactly.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Hmm. Actually, I went and sent Darshawn the link because I wanted Darshawn to come up and explain himself. You know,
Oh
don't be
man,
scared,
that's
Darshawn.
fair.
You got the
That's
link.
fair.
You you
That's
got
fair.
see. Even Keelan want to talk to you. Hit the link.
Hey. Why not? More the merrier, right?
Oh Lord.
Dash,
Wait, wait. So the
Darshawn.
story, that story he told, that I should have known.
I don't know if he's trying to move like that on wax, man. I don't know if you want to talk
The,
about those details on
the,
wax. So he you know what I mean. So I feel this might be a different game right here. So
the
you know what I mean.
Oh, no, man.
Real
Listen,
G's moving
you see,
silence like lasagna.
yeah, listen. You see, you got the invite on Facebook, Darshawn. Oh my God! Like you know what? Like in the thing too, man. Like Sean, his jersey was in the rafters, hung up. I told you that jersey was
Hey,
coming off quick.
can
He
I tell
came
y'all
back with the
something? Can I tell
45.
y'all something real quick?
Yeah.
What
Mm-hmm.
up, though?
Can I tell y'all something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all my brothers. I love y'all. This is a safe
Mm-hmm.
place. Bro. So remember, I'm not the one that's pregnant. My wife is. I got the sickness. I
Mm.
have the I have the I got the cravings too. And that's
Mm.
been kicking my ass, bro. Cause I'll eat something, but then my body was like, yeah, we don't want this. Bro,
Oh.
we ate chili dogs earlier. We ate chili dogs earlier, and I
Mm.
Mm.
feel I feel nauseous right now.
Mm.
But I'm
Hey,
good. We
man,
on here. We good.
you got
Take it
boo boo,
easy.
fam. You do what you got to do, man. We
Uh-huh.
understand.
Mm-hmm.
No, I gotta no. It's not gonna come out that end. It'll come out the other end. Up here.
Crazy. I see why you
Yeah,
ain't lighting
man.
the cigar, bro. I was
Mm-hmm.
letting.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
Yeah.
I ain't got no cigar because I've been sick. I've been sick, bro. The baby got me sick. So
That's what I'm
I've
saying.
been battling.
I get it.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I get it.
He said
I
that's
get it.
solidarity.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Yeah,
How's everything? How's everything going out there in Japan, man?
Japan is
man. How
fine.
you doing? How you doing
Japan is
mentally,
good,
bro?
but
Yeah.
that's a loaded question, man. You know, I'll be honest with you, and I think just in general, you know, brothers really got to be able to talk about this stuff anyway. I'm in a weird space because for the most part everything's good. My
Mm-hmm.
kids are healthy, my wife is
Mm-hmm.
healthy, everybody is gainfully employed. You got a place to stay. You know, we just came back from Hawaii. You see, I got the chocolate tan on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm dealing with a lot of anxiety because at the end of the week, I go back to the United States. You know, just like, you know, we were just saying that, you know, family is complicated. So I got to travel. I haven't been home. I can't even tell you when. Like actually home to. It's been at least 2 years because I went back to see my daughter, you know, graduate. But like actually staying at home, being with my brother, being with my moms, seeing my oldest daughter, my nieces and my nephew. I'm going back into an environment that ain't stable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the best way that I could put it. So I'm literally online today buying CBD so I can just kind of keep my mind steady. Like that's how anxious I am about the trip in general. You know what I mean? So like I've been in this space where I'm like, yo, I should be good. I should be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, all the stuff that I've been telling you guys I've been busy with because I can't pop on the show. It's all good things. My kids were in sports.
Yeah.
I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, traveling. Those are all positive things. But I got this thing with my family that's like a cloud. It's like hanging. You know what I'm saying? It's like having a puzzle that you know you're missing a piece to. You don't know how you're going to fix that piece to the puzzle. You don't know how you're going to solve the whole thing. And that's kind of like that one thing has just been weighing on me. So at this point, I got to go home. I got to travel. I got to go through airports. I got to go from New York to North Carolina to Virginia, back to North Carolina, back home. And it's this underlying stress. Like it's changing my sleep patterns. It's changing the way I focus at work. It's just kind of a weird space to be in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's almost like this tension in your chest. Like, yo, something got to give here. And I don't know what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So
it makes
I don't know how
perfect sense.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know how everybody deals with anxiety. You know, you try to be like when you stressing and when you got to handle something, you don't want to get to the point where you panic or you don't want to ever lose your cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's also work keeping your mind and body even keeled. It's like holding, like Spider-Man when he's trying to hold the train together type joint. That's what it feels like at all times. You dealing with all this other stuff. You trying to save everybody else. You trying to be good for everybody else, but the whole time you pulling on this joint, trying to hold it, you know, hold a boat or a train together. That's if that makes sense. That's my analogy of how it feels right now. So,
No, that makes complete sense, especially for me, bro, because I understand where you're coming from. I really do.
You know, I would say one thing about anxiety is that you can't you can't control what hasn't happened yet.
right.
So
Right.
the one thing about that is that this might be something to where, you know, old wounds might heal. You know, like my boy Mill always says. He says time heals old wounds.
Yeah, that's
You
supposed to
know,
be the thing.
you
You know,
know. So time
I've been the crazy thing. I've been carrying this for like at least how long I've been in Japan? 5, almost 6 years. Don't Sean, what up? That man come in in the dark too. But yeah, I've been carrying this for like 5, almost 6 years.
Yeah. You know, it's I would say this. I would say, man, when it come to family, man, it's one of those things where, you know, family, we always try to forget the past until something comes up that make that, you know, we try to avoid those difficult conversations.
For sure.
You
I'm
know,
never
we
one
try
that's
to
like
avoid.
I don't like sweeping stuff under the rug. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't like, you know, because everything gonna fester or it's either gonna build up. You know what I mean? God damn.
Yeah, no, Sean, what
Dude,
you got
I thought
going?
you fell. I didn't think it was the camera. I thought you just tipped over.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
I was like, yo, he's smoking that ooh wee. That ain't a cigar.
Jeez, boy.
But yeah, that thing is like, you know, I'm not really big on sweeping things under the rug. So that whole thing where you got like stuff that you can't resolve, and most people
Yeah.
kind of handle stuff that way. It's like, you know, this is on my brain every day. Like, how do I resolve this? How do I solve this equation? How do I fix these things that need to be fixed? Instead of just like, why are we avoiding it? You know what I'm saying? I ain't on that Drake shit. Ain't, you know, I ain't on
Exactly.
that what did I miss shit. Like, I'm like, nah, man, you talk it out, you handle it, you address it. So that's the way that's going down, man. I'm good, but it's just like this can be a long trip, bro.
I feel bad.
I feel you, dog. I feel you. I feel you. You know, and
Yeah,
I'm
family
a.
stuff as well.
For me, it's been, you know, kid number 4 on the way.
Take a
Um,
take a seat.
battling with the school district. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot. That's a lot in itself.
It's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit going on, and I don't, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Trying to.
Let me ask,
leave the door,
man,
leave the door open.
with the school district, does have the recent politics affected the day-to-day schooling and or the teachers, and you know, like how is that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's lawsuits going on because of those changes.
It's
No more Black History.
Yeah.
no, it's
Wow.
not no. It's not gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. They,
Not yet.
but there is. Y'all hear me good?
We hear
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
you good. You good.
You good.
Okay. Okay. There is the problem that, of course, that a lot of parents don't agree with what's going on, and it's still a lot of stuff that I can't speak on yet because of the fact that because I'm in the union and all that stuff. So yeah, so it's a lot of stuff I can't speak on just yet, but it's there are stuff that there are some things that's taking place, and of course it requires a lot. Um, just I don't know, man. Just and then just the struggle of just like everything that's going on with my knee and battling with the school district with that period.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to them
Does that
paying me,
happen at school, right?
happen
That
at
happen
school.
Yeah.
on the campus.
Uh huh.
Oh damn.
Another
Mm.
thing, because you've been
Bad.
Uh-huh.
working on this for a minute. Did you tear like every ligament in your knee, B? Was it
Bro,
the ACL, the ZCL, MCL, TCL,
so I had
TLC?
three meniscus tears, a
Oof.
PCL tear, and a complete
Oh.
ACL tear.
Oh.
Damn.
Damn.
So basically, so my surgery was 4 hours.
Yo,
I had a four.
you had
It
you
was a
had
4 hour surgery.
you had the McGahee.
Yeah,
Yeah, the whole Willis. What you
yeah.
talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And remember I told y'all like after my sports history, I've never hurt myself like this before ever.
Mm-hmm.
So this was really traumatic for me in my life because it's the first time I've ever done it. I've never had surgery.
Oh
Let
shit.
Mm-hmm.
me ask you.
It was my
Yeah.
first surgery ever. So you know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot. It was what is going on
That's
with
going from
Darshawn?
first surgery to like real rehab.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
This
what I
is
mean?
this is real
That's
life.
like athletic rehab. That ain't like
Hmm.
whatever type stuff. That's real
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
rehab.
yeah. Like I have to, like they just approved me for because they at first they denied me more appointments. They were like, well, 24 appointments should be just fine for him. No, I need more than that. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Just 24 appointments. I need more than that. I still have trouble with balance. It's like basically I have to kind of learn how to walk all over again
Yep.
type shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Sure, sure.
And
So
so, what's up?
so have they moved it yet?
Um yeah, I got my new batch of appointments. They
No,
approved it.
no. I meant like the knee. Like have they went and like moved it and flexed it around?
Oh yeah,
Cause
yeah,
cause
yeah.
I heard that part right there.
Oh yeah, no,
Man,
no, no cap. When after I had my surgery, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I've never disrespected a woman, but that day, that day got real disrespectful because she
Yeah,
moved
yeah,
my knee. She moved my knee, and like you, bro, you know us, bro. Like we quick to flinch, and like
yeah.
I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying. You gotta let me know. You can't just go in there and start doing stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
She
smash
did,
my leg and shit. Yeah,
like
that's
for real.
like you said, reflex.
Man, I
Yeah.
I seen I seen Neymar when they were working on him after his ACL tear,
Mhm.
and you see he was crying.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, hey, listen, that kind of pain, bro. That pain, like when it happened, it brought me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
It brought me to tears, bro.
Yeah,
It brought me to real life tears, and just you know what I'm saying. And of course, like I'll let y'all because I can't speak on it because I will have a. I can't speak on all the details of what's going on with me because of the fact that I I have a hearing with the district and all that stuff because they're trying to, basically they're trying to mess me out of my money. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And that
Mm.
can't happen. That can't happen. And so
Mm-hmm.
Big
just
fight,
just
man. I
that
know
just
that's a
that
lot of
alone.
pressure, man. And like you're
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
saying,
is.
we're dealing with that while fatherhood is
yeah.
still prevalent.
All right,
It
now
is.
now the topic of the week.
Yeah, we gotta get
Oh,
on
That-
Darshawn.
What happened, Darshawn?
I mean, she just couldn't get over. I knocked off her cousin, her two friends.
That-
I mean,
Darshawn, bro, like do you not know how wild that is, bro?
it was before her. I didn't know. So they came to the pool party.
Say what's up.
Say,
What's up?
No,
I'm laughing because he
I
was just
see.
so
Go. I'm on the
nonchalant
show.
about that, man.
I'm on the show. Go.
Hey, I was honest about it.
I mean, I'm glad, but listen, some things really don't need to be said. Just some things don't. I get it. I trust me. I'm all for the honesty, bro. But things like that, you could have just kept that.
If I wouldn't have told
Took
it,
that
they
to the
would have.
grave. How you know?
I know them. They got mouths on them.
Ah,
I know for a fact. So I was
My
trying to
man
beat
going,
them to the
my man
punch.
going straight MJG Pimp
yeah.
C right now. I'm
Uh-huh.
weak right now, bro.
But last night was a movie. It was a great time. Oh shit.
Yeah, we listen, this story, listen, this the Darshawn, when Darshawn get back on, he finishing this story.
bro, I don't even know it, bro. Man, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Just it's certain things like, especially what Darshawn be doing. You can't. You gotta just be quiet,
Here's the
bro.
thing: you got choices though. When somebody asks you a direct question like that,
Mm-hmm.
you either gonna tell the truth
Tell the
or you
truth.
gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
Or yeah, you
Yeah.
right about it.
It's only one way it's gonna
Only
go.
one way. So
It,
is there any way of you getting her back, Darshawn?
Not after what I did last night.
Wait, what? What'd you do bro? We was just on the show last night. So wait a minute. So
So
after
you
you got the text message, then what? Like
And
I'm trying to
you saw
figure.
the pictures. Ask Eno, he saw the pictures.
yeah. Darshawn is a wild
I'm trying
man.
to. I gotta see
Listen,
this for myself, bro. I gotta
listen.
see this for
I told
Awesome.
I told you he's a battle toad. I told you there's levels to this. I
So
told you he's a battle
let's put it
toad.
this way.
the Battletoad
I
reference is
ended up
crazy. All
linking
good
with
on
her.
myself.
I may or may not have ended up linking up with two of her coworkers.
Allegedly.
Hold up.
And we all had a great time.
Hold
Let's
up.
put it that way.
We need a what do you call that? A timeline.
Yeah, we
So
need a timeline. Yeah,
was this
Darshawn, we need a timeline,
after
bro.
was this after the best friends?
So all right. So last night we was on stream. I get the text that we need to talk. I already know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out, saw 2 of her coworkers at this club. I know they like to have a good time. So me and my boys got them a couple drinks. Then they might have started kissing each other. And I'll let y'all fill in the blanks.
Yep.
I said,
Let me ask you this real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Hold up. Let me. I just got one question, and you answer this how you need to answer. Was there baby oil involved in any of this?
hell,
Right. That's the answer I wanted.
Wait. Coconut oil.
nah.
Good.
All right.
No oil.
Wait.
Complicated.
Olive oil.
No oil involved over here.
Vegetable oil.
All right, bet.
So that means that jersey done got ripped off. The guy,
No, it's back on. Because
No. You said that jersey was in the Raptors when Magic Don won. That's what you said, that your jersey was hanging next to Magic Don won.
it's still up there, but I came back with a new number like Jordan.
Yeah, 45.
So you number 45 now?
Number 59.
Wait. What was your number before then, Darshawn?
8. Like the great.
So now it's 69.
Yeah. The plot gets thicker though.
What?
Go ahead.
Right now.
Go ahead. I'm muting up. Go ahead.
I set up a mission with somebody I used to talk. I did the Nelly and double back. She coming over tomorrow. I had to double back.
You said Battletoads. This is Battletoads 2.
Battletoad, man. Because he built for war. He built for war.
Listen,
Darshawn is built for war.
boy, you are a military toad for sure, ain't you?
Boy.
Hey, I might be coming to your area.
Oh shit. Oh man.
I know somebody. I don't know how far you are from Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo's like 8 hours upstate.
Darshawn,
that's a different.
Darshawn, we gotta get you a tripod.
Buffalo is different.
Yeah, I gotta get a tripod.
Especially because I have a feeling. That you're gonna be making special appearances on these shows, telling stories and shit. So you might as well get you a tripod.
Even the phone feeling froggy right now. That joint.
Facts.
It's jumping.
I'm gonna get one tomorrow.
Yeah, but Buffalo is like 8 hours upstate.
Oh, all right.
Because
that's like
from
a
you
whole
is
different world from the city, man. Buffalo is different.
Well, because
You
from
might
you
as
is
well be
like
in Boston.
it's like 4 hours from you, Buffalo.
Well, I'm gonna pull off the Nate Dogg, different area codes.
Oh shit.
Listen, I'm just glad he not doing all this out there with Keelan at in Japan.
Man, look.
Nah, I ain't trying to get nothing cut off.
Mm-hmm. Oh
I'm
man.
gonna tell y'all, man. It's a lot of frogs out here in Japan. I'll leave it like that.
Oh shit.
This is an amphibious base.
Shit.
I mean,
Listen,
I might.
Have we not seen what they do to anime characters?
Bro,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
bro.
I'm willing to help somebody get a green card.
I will also tell y'all this. There's a whole lot of Rui Hachimuras walking around.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Rui
Oh,
is
really?
deep.
Are you serious?
I believe it. I can see that.
Y'all watch my channel for a long time. When y'all know me to play.
Sheesh.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, that's wild.
Hey,
That's
listen,
wild
they go and get the military babies, man.
That's wild work, boy. That's wild work. So basically, it's a lot of Johnny Tsunamis out there, basically.
Yeah, for real.
The cards and the frogs is green for a reason. The military wear green for a reason. That might be a national color. They might need to change the flag and put a green circle on that jank at this point.
Oh man, that's wild. All right, so
It's a different place, man. It's nothing like the U.S., man. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, it ain't nothing like the U.S. It ain't nothing like you think.
Yeah. Hey, so my question down to you, Darshawn, is: are you still? Has she texted you today?
I blocked her.
Wait. You fucked up, and you blocked her.
Yes, I already know what I need to know. We need to talk. Text is about.
What did I miss? New being Drizzy, yo.
Oh man,
Drizzy Sean. What did I miss?
For real.
Yeah. But you know what? The funny thing. Now, speaking of that, first of all, that song is whack as fuck. I don't care what Drake said.
Drake whack.
Drake is garbage. Like, it's a shame.
Listen, I'm still kind of disappointed in this Wayne album. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Why, man? What did y'all expect from Wayne? Man, come on, man.
But listen, but you got to think, EKB. So like growing up for me, Wayne was, you know what I'm saying? Wayne was the cream of the crop.
Honestly, like to me, he wasn't even the best with the Hot Boys. I always thought Turk was better than him.
He got better. He got way better than when he was with the Hot Boys.
Look, here's the thing, man. There's only 2 exceptions to the ghostwriting rule. That's Biz Markie and Old Dirty Bastard. Anybody else that's claiming to be a real MC, if you're not legit, there's no way for you to have longevity. Or in LL Cool J. But that's a different story, though. But what I'm saying is,
LL ain't come out with no fire since early 2000s, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's a different story. But with Wayne, if you look at Wayne from 2009 and look at 2025 Wayne, what do y'all expect from that man?
I mean, I got an album coming out. It's called Thugs Need Hugs.
Thugs need hugs.
At this point, I don't even know.
Yo, Darshawn, you need more than a hug, Darshawn.
You
need more than a hug.
Hey, don't look. Hey, let's leave that there. Don't take that analogy.
You know what? I would say this, and maybe because I'm a homer, but since '96, the Lock's still been putting out fire. Since '96.
Right. But that goes to what I'm saying. If you look at Jada, compared to Jada in 2009, 98, Jada still look and sound like Jada.
Yeah,
Jada
you're right.
Get on the barbell and still doing flips and still doing pull-ups and the whole 9. Jada still Jada. Styles P. He might have switched up with Styles drinking his juices. These cats matured. They grew.
OJ the Juice Man.
Their pen grew.
I tell you who
Wayne is throwing on his locks to the top of his head. That tells you everything. Like, what y'all expect from this man?
Listen, I'm just saying, because you got him that's dropping the album. OJ the Juice Man came back out.
I'm messing with my boy Benny the Butcher.
Fruit Loop.
Nah, Benny's that dude, but I will, but he's newer. I will say this, man. Up
Benny my
north,
age.
yeah, Benny Art. But I will say, your man don't got no like OJ. He ain't get no play up here in the north. You
He
know,
ain't getting here either.
Nobody gonna have the expectations for OJ the Juice Man that they're gonna have for Weezy F Baby.
Yeah,
Weezy
you're
set
right.
the bar really high,
yeah.
and that's understandable. But you're not gonna get the Carter 2 on the Carter 6. It's not happening.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what's crazy, and it's the same thing with Jay-Z. And Jay-Z got a ghostwriter, but his lyrics mature.
But Jay gonna stay because Jay, you're not gonna get reasonable doubt from Jay. But Jay stayed quiet for a reason. It's the same reason Andre 3000 was like, "Hey, I will show up in spots." But you're not gonna be able to continue to lift the way he was lifting on Aquemini. It's not happening. And that's and the difference with Dre is like, okay, I know this. The difference with Jay-Z is like, okay, I know this. Wayne is still so messed up that he think he can do the Carter 3 again. It's not happening. That man ain't there no more.
It's too much lean.
That's what I'm saying. He literally can't stay awake. He can't speak no more.
That's a bad part too.
How you expect this man to rap? How you expect him to rap? I'm being dead ass. Like, how do you expect this man to come up with metaphors and similes when we all know he had help with that in the first place? He had Gunna, he had Corey, he had Gilly. All those people that they put on the Young Money. If you look at Young Money, and if you look at Drizzy's label, they always put people on their level on their labels that could write. But what happened? They never came out. Kanye did the same thing. He had Pusha, he had Sean. These guys could never really get their stuff out because they're helping the bigger personality.
Well, and that's
got that help no more.
How the Kid.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But people not paying attention to the details and to the clues because they only see the albums. They see the rapper that they love. They're not seeing the people behind it. They're not seeing the rhyme fest. They're not seeing the conscious. They're not consequence. My bad. They're not seeing Big Sean. They're not seeing Pusha T. They're not looking at the details.
I thought Sean would go further.
You thought Sean what?
I thought Sean would go further. I feel like Kanye, the stuff he was doing with Ye, delayed his career.
That's the point that I'm making. The reason why, like, if you go back and listen to everything that he was talking about on Drink Champs, right?
Yeah.
He basically, without throwing Ye under the bus, he was just saying like, "Yo, all of this was holding me back."
Yeah.
They messing with my money. They messing with the label. They messing with my release dates. And mainly a lot of that was Ye because Ye was trying to stay Ye. But mentally, you can't expect Ye. Look at anything after the Pablo album. Ye won't stay. Now that Pusha on the upper not there, Rhymes Fest not there no more. What's happening with Ye? People not paying attention to the details, man. And that's what happened with Sean.
He wearing black Ku Klux Klan outfits. That's what he doing. Like that's what he doing.
These look crazy too, messing with them red hat cats. You can't expect these dudes to be something different. Nas has always been who Nas is. So when Nas gets a hit boy, Nas can still make a hit boy because Nas has always been Nas. When
Nas did that album with Jim Jones.
What?
Did you just say that Nas ain't better than Jim Jones?
Hey, ain't that what Jim Jones said?
Yo,
listen.
When was the last time anybody listened to Jim Jones?
Exactly.
Any way you want.
Since he was on Love and Hip Hop, bro.
Come on, man. What we doing?
You know what the crazy thing about Jim is, the crazy is like if you listen to the shit that he was saying back then, it had like it's trash. Now it's trash. Like,
I ain't even gonna call him trash. But what I'm gonna say is, he ain't Nas.
Nowhere
he ain't
near.
Jada. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think people really understand.
He ain't Fat Joe.
Levels of talent.
I'd say they about the same. Him and Joe.
Hey, and listen, and Fat Joe could never be a Big Pun.
Nah, Pun was different.
I'm trying to figure out why people still giving Fat Joe a microphone. Like, why people giving Fat Joe and Snoop?
Now, I can answer that, but I'm gonna answer that from what I've actually heard. People feel that Fat Joe is a rap pioneer, a hip hop pioneer. That's what a lot of them feel that he was. But really, there would be no Fat Joe if it wasn't a Big Pun. And that's facts, bro.
I can't say that. And the reason why I can't say that because Fat Joe been around for a long time.
Yeah, he has.
Fat Joe been around for a minute. But skill set wise, Pun was on a different level. Like Pun was an MC's MC, but that's like Joe just knew how to play the game. Joe was like Buster. Buster's not gonna be the greatest MC, but Buster is an entertainer. Buster is on another level, but Buster's gonna keep that longevity because Buster know how to play the game. Fat Joe know how to play the game. But when you get Buster on the mic, Buster been the same dude ever since Leaders of the New School. Joe switch up with every generation because he playing the game. Joe was not a nice MC. Joe has never been a nice MC. But Joe gonna get on the mic and be Gilbert Arenas because Gilbert Arenas can talk crazy and people gonna be like, yo, did he just say that? The only difference is if you keep listening to Joe, you know he capping.
Big time.
That's what I don't understand. But in a way, that's what hip hop is, right? It's all allegory, it's all metaphors, it's all exaggerations.
You know what? You know what's kind of crazy is like Nelly had a good run for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Nelly had a great run for 5 years. And now, and after that 5 years, he came out with some decent singles, but they never popped up.
I mean, but what Nelly did was he switched to that country stuff. That's what saved him. That country bag's a different money.
The gimmick. It's the gimmick.
He left the MCing alone a long time ago. A long time ago. So Nelly went pop. He was the same thing as with B.O.B. And I'm not knocking anybody for that. Hammer did that. That's a part of what hip hop is. But Nelly also knew he couldn't go back to MCing anymore. Nobody was trying to hear that. So he got to pull a pit bull. He got to pull a flow ride.
Yeah.
So you got to stay within that pop lane. Yeah, see what Lawrence said. That's a different that Nelly is a different Nelly.
Oh, he a real different Nelly now since he done performed for it.
Now you see what's happening. But look how many cats is doing that. Wayne, Kanye, Pitbull. You can go down the list, but they know that's where the money is. It's a grift. If you look at Nelly as a grifter, then you understand. He is Umar Johnson.
Okay.
You see where I'm coming from. Like you got to look at the philosophical side of this. They know that they can get money over there. Snoop know he can get money over there. So it ain't about integrity in hip hop. It was never about that with Snoop. If you go back and listen to Snoop, Snoop been lying for a long time.
Yo, for real.
What made Snoop, the Snoop that we loved, was the DOC.
Facts.
You gotta look behind the curtain to see the real Wizard of Oz, man. And it's a lot of cats that ain't really paying attention to what's happening behind the curtain. And I ain't knocking nobody for trying to get a bag. Y'all go get y'all bag. Like the integrity in MCing is a whole different thing.
You know what's crazy is Pitbull switched up quick, and now he owned half of Miami now.
Yeah, for real.
He switched up quick.
Because he saw where the money was. Either you're going to follow the money or you're going to follow your integrity.
And the crazy part about it is you look at Lil Jon. Lil Jon for like what? For another 5 years. Man,
yeah.
You had to have Lil Jon on your track.
Yes.
You had to have him on your track.
You could say the same thing about T-Pain.
You read my mind.
That to me, he's one of the greatest collab artists of all time.
But if you look at T-Pain, look at Lil Jon, and I just had to do Waka Flocka. Once they cross over, they're never gonna be the same in the arena where we talking about hip hop. But these cats right now ain't broke because they can go overseas and do that music and they can get it.
Yeah.
Because that they don't care about hip hop in its integrity. They just want to pop pills and dance. That's all they care.
Because Waka Flocka. Right, and Waka Flocka was one of the main ones. He had actually admitted that, man, I can't rap. I'm not no rapper. And he actually said that. But he knew how to play the game. That's how he still make money to this day. Every time his song is played, no matter where it's played, he gets money off of it. Like he Yeah, facts. I know. And see, and you know what? And really, so I think it was a whole thing with him. I didn't know it was a thing between him and Drake. His recent interview, he said it was something that he said. I gotta go back and look at it, but it was something. It was something that and Drake was like, "You still speaking on my name or something?" It was like, and he didn't really speak on his name. He just said something that he did. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm not good with this. I'm not cool with this."
But this is why I love T-Pain, because T-Pain, talent-wise, is one of the most talented people that's out there. Period. I got to give him his props. Do I listen to his music?
He can sing.
Right. He can really produce. He can really make and write these hits. He's genuinely talented. Drake is not, but Drake knows that if he goes out there and he start doing the sneak dissing and posing in front of a bunch of guns, he can do that. He can play hip hop now, but it's not the same. That's why this song ain't nobody really messing with it like this. Drake will never fall off if he doesn't want to. If Drake wanted to play in that same market that everybody else is playing in, where it's all about just being pop and getting money, those people will fall in love with Drake all over again. He's just gonna lose the hip hop cred that he wants. That's why he's straddling the fence right now.
Well, the one thing about Drake is Drake was always a grifter. Because if you look at it, whoever was hot, that's Future. Look at all the collab albums. Future, Savage. Who else he did one with? He did one with.
Just say Atlanta. Just say Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do is say Atlanta.
Yep.
When you saw him,
the whole style.
He got 4 different accents. What he didn't expect is that Kendrick was going to be the man that exposed the Wizard of Oz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He hopped on that train hard, L. He hopped on that Atlanta train hard.
But if you follow the blueprint, pun intended, he saw everything that Jay did.
Yeah.
And he was doing it to perfection. But Jay didn't have a Kendrick.
True.
Because Jay went up and exploited Philly to the end. Yo,
he even what's the boy Oskino? He still even got Oskino showing him love. Like, yeah, I know what happened, but I don't want to talk about that because he's not trying to lose that connection to Jay.
Yeah.
He's more bulletproof than Puff. He's more bulletproof than Drake. He's more bulletproof than anybody else. So there ain't nobody gonna aim shots at Jay right now. Anybody that did, what happened to him?
Beanie.
Yeah.
Where Beans at? Where Dame at? What's my man Jazzo? Where Jazzo at?
Jazzo, yeah.
Wait. Now y'all want to know the best rapper alive, like for real? I'll give you the top 5 best rappers. All-time 5. Dylan, 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 and Dylan. Because I spit hot fire. Because I spit hot fire.
I tell you another artist people slept on, David Banner.
Banner's dope.
Yeah.
Banner's dope.
Oh, David Banner for sure. But I mean, then that mean you got to bring up. Oh, go ahead.
No, the only thing I was gonna say was like Banner's is dope. I'm agreeing with you, but he's not gonna be able to be in that stratosphere. He's not that type of person. He's not gonna be able to have that type of pop personality or be able to blow up. MCs don't respect.
He's too black. Too pro-black.
Same thing like Crit. Same thing like Crit. Same thing like Bone Crusher. Same. You can say the same thing about all them dudes. They were too black. They were too black for the status quo. And if you think about it, talking about Dom Kennedy. Dom Kennedy was another one. Very, very pro-black.
It's very rare that you get a Nipsey. It's very rare that you get a Kanye. It's very rare that you get a Jay. It's rare.
Killer Mike. And the one thing is that they let Killer Mike get to a certain level, and they humbled him real quick. They humbled
this might
him
be a
real
hot
quick.
take, but Killer Mike ain't a dope enough MC to be in that line to me.
You know, speaking of humbling, I got a question for y'all because I've been hearing this a lot lately. Lately, when it comes to the whole Diddy situation, do y'all think that this was them humbling him? Because you know what I'm saying, like taking him way off his high horse.
And I think he humbled himself. He's smart dumb. That's my issue with Killer Mike. He's one of them people that's like, okay, you think you're nicer than you actually are. When he get on to the the talk shows and all that kind of stuff, and he started talking down to other MCs. But you can't get in the arena and really hang with them MCs. You might be cool to be on a track or two. You're not garbage, but you're not them. That you saying that you better than.
T.I. Yeah.
Tip is I don't even know what to say about Tip. Because talent-wise is there. And he was on that trajectory. But once again, being smart dumb, you put yourself in all these dumb positions, was like you can't market yourself now. Your family looking crazy, your rap sheet looking crazy, the decisions you make looking crazy. You can't never be on the top when you're doing stuff like this.
I'd still knock off Tiny though.
Let me tell you something. I seen that bleacher creature at the hotel. I seen that bleacher creature at my job.
Stop.
That is a bleacher creature. That is a creature.
Stop. Like no.
That is one ugly. Oh my God.
Listen. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Listen.
I'm not gonna talk about it that bad, bro. But listen.
That is
I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, leave it right there. We all know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the difference. Listen, like I said, she a bleacher creature.
She might be my first baby mama.
Listen,
you might as well knock off Smokey Robinson while you at it too.
Oh man, you need some help. Passing Henry Brick. Listen,
it's just sad to me with Tip though, because the amount of talent that Tip has as an MC, is there. And he was on the right trajectory. But after Swagger Like Us,
Hey, listen. You know what? She looked exactly like Miss Piggy that got hit in the face with a brick. That's exactly what she looked like. So like Miss Piggy that got hit in the face with a brick.
Me and Fred gonna let y'all cook.
Listen, I'm just saying. So what happened was, so T.I. was at my hotel. He was at my job, and he was talking to two chicks, and they're at the bar, and all I hear is some yelling. I go, what the hell going on? So I go to the kitchen, peek inside, and I see this bleacher creature chewing his ass up like no tomorrow. And she chewed him up for like 5 minutes, and she went off, and he spoke them two for like 2 more minutes, and ran his black ass upstairs. Bleacher
He better
creature, I'll
be
say.
lucky. He better be lucky I wasn't there that night.
You want to
Listen,
slide in?
Darshawn, no.
Darsh,
Dirty
Listen, stop this madness, man. Like you gotta stop. Like
you
listen,
need help.
there's a boundary, and you gotta.
This is funny though. This is funny though, Fred. Did y'all see that last thing where the Escape was on stage and all of them was up there?
Yeah.
Darshawn might have been the only person that saw Tiny was like,
Hey, I still knock off Oprah.
Oh man.
I'm still trying to get to Oprah.
Listen. I think like listen. Oprah's pockets excuse her. That's one thing. Oprah's pockets excuse her, but like Tiny, no.
Hey, y'all about to think I'm real crazy. I would knock off Dolly Parton.
How far back we talking?
Now,
Keelan said, "Wait, hey, now how far back we talking?"
If y'all ever seen Dolly Parton in the 70s before she got all that work done, Dolly was bad. But now, you got it. You got it.
see, like me, phone trouble.
I think he might have bailed on you, fam.
He probably did it.
Nah, it's always every episode, every show, got a.
Oh, I already know.
Listen, I would say this. Listen, Dolly Parton looked like that goddamn that creature from Gremlins. She looked like the female Gremlin with the makeup and the goddamn.
Carpy, what up? This is what bothers me though. This is what
just
bothers
like fresh background. Oh, damn it, Carp.
This is what
I'm
bothers
glad
me,
y'all like it, man.
That is fresh.
That's hilarious.
You had little.
Don't
Kim.
worry, I'm gonna have one of Darshawn ass too.
The battle toad. The
With
battle
toads up there, man.
Yep.
You got the battle toads. Dang. It's my thing that bothers me is like them. They didn't have to do that. Tiny didn't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly didn't have to do that, and Lil Kim didn't have to.
Lil Kim definitely didn't have to do that.
This is what's crazy to me about it, man. But that's a whole deep rabbit hole. But they
if we talk about it, if we talk about it, Keelan, Michael Jackson didn't have to do that. Sammy Sosa didn't have to do that.
Nah, that's the thing. That's like the stuff that happens inside people's heads. Drake ain't got to do. Drake ain't gonna be too far along from it right now if he don't get his head together.
Oh yeah,
Big
you're
Sean
right.
gonna be one of them cats too. These cats walk around with noodles, with udon arms, with abs. It's like French Montana.
Nah.
What y'all doing? What y'all
That's
doing?
wild. That's wild.
It don't make sense.
But see, I never forget. See, Orlando Brown talked about all this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like what Hollywood, how Hollywood can change you, like literally change you, bro. Like he talked about this years ago, and that's why I listen. Every time he talk about Raven, that shit has me crying every time, bro. He said, "Listen, Raven, talk to me when you black again." Like, bro, bro, he's so funny, bro. You know he just dropped a video telling Raven to divorce her wife.
Oh my
No,
God.
He ain't really
I'm
lying though.
not.
That's the crazy part.
I'm not
He ain't really
kidding.
lying though.
I'm
He ain't really
serious. Like
lying.
he not. He not. He's like, this woman has changed you.
Mhm.
Change back, Raven.
That's a
Listen,
wild man.
It's more so for me. It's like when you look at what they call a conservatorship. When you look at where Britney Spears is right now, and it's a couple other people that was Amanda Bynes and all these other people. That's what I see from Raven right now. Like I really get sad. I genuinely get sad when I see her right now. She can't even speak for herself.
Yeah,
She
you right.
literally has a puppet master that's controlling her because her mental state ain't stable no more.
Right.
And that's a scary thing, man. When you got somebody that's there because you're a meal ticket and they can manipulate you into getting their own fame and to getting their own stardom and get their own point across. That's where it's really scary. Like I don't think people realize like how messed up her situation is. It's real scary.
Know what? So quick thing. Did you guys see the interview where Michael B. Jordan walked off the set of The View? So Sonny Holston was like, "Oh, you get all these black roles," and she was like, "Oh, but what do you do for the community?" And he goes, "What are you talking about? I do plenty for the community." And she's like, "Oh, how come you don't put anybody on?" And he walked off. It was him and Michael Kugler together, and
Can I address that real quick, bro? I'm gonna
go
tell
for it.
you something, bro. Listen, that's one thing that upsets me about the black community, bro. Like everybody think that in order for you to to put forth your contribution, you have to put somebody on, you have to tell somebody,
Mm-hmm.
or you have to put it on camera that you're doing something for the community, bro. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
the real pioneers of giving back to the community. You never knew what the hell that they did because they did it mainly anonymously. You know what I'm saying? Donating to the community, installing stuff, investing in the community, but you would never know who these people were because they didn't want to put themselves out there. I like, bro. To me, bro, that's such a crab in a barrel mentality, bro. Like,
But she's the biggest crab. She is the
that's
worst. Sonny Holston is the worst.
that's crazy to me, bro. Like, I hate
That's
when
nasty
people,
work.
bro. I hate when people do that, bro. I hate that, especially when it's people that look like us. You get what I'm saying? Like we already
Mm-hmm.
have it tough. We already have it tough as it is as a people. You know what I'm saying? We already have it. We already got it rough, and we don't need no bullshit from our own people when it
It's the
comes to
Wizard
us
of
trying to
Oz
do
again
stuff.
though, Fred. It's the Wizard of Oz again though, Fred. Because if you're really looking at what Ryan Coogler
Mm-hmm.
and Michael B. Jordan are doing right now, right? To be able to put
Yeah.
out a movie at the level of Sinners, and
Right.
for these two dudes to be working together, like with the Martin Scorsese's and Leo DiCaprio's, with Adam
De
Sandler and
Niro.
all the people that he had on, and De Niro. You know what I'm saying? They're doing the Quentin Tarantino thing right now, where they're really making quality films, and they're putting people on, and they're not broadcasting what they're doing it, but they're doing it with the
Mm-hmm.
message.
Right.
Yep.
And everybody should be able to give them love just for being able to put out that kind of quality work
Right.
and to put that out there. So that crab in the barrel mentality thing is what's really holding that back. Is people not looking at what's really behind the curtain. Because if you look behind that curtain, it's actually something magical. You got people actually working together and creating something and doing great without having to pop their collars or brag or floss about what they're doing. That's when it
Mm-hmm.
gets nasty. Everybody hated on Hammer. I get why people, hated on Hammer for going pop. But the reason why Hammer actually went broke because Hammer was literally, all those people that was in his entourage, he was giving them jobs.
Yep.
Yeah.
He went back to Oakland and everybody that he came up with, he didn't give them handouts. He gave them options.
Right.
That should be commended.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Coogler's and I would have walked out too because why I gotta explain this to you? Why would I sit here and allow
Right.
you to try to tear down something that we're doing and doing the right way? I would have bounced
Mm-hmm.
too.
Facts. Facts.
And the sad part about it is the fact that like Whoopi was just there, just flabbergasted.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like how could
understand.
you attack him?
Yeah,
I bet
You
she
know.
that's
was,
somebody
bro.
else needed.
Oh, hold on, hold on, hold
It's,
on.
There,
it's,
there you go. My new victim.
Oh,
What? What you say, Darshawn?
you a wild boy,
You
Darshawn.
know what tell you.
You a wild man, Darshawn. And I see
I'm gonna call
and
this
I
dude the
see
Zodiac Killer, man, because he always
yeah,
got
yeah,
somebody in
for real.
his sight, boy.
Yeah.
Facts.
Listen, I don't know what's going on over in Akron, but you out there,
Saw what I
you out
just
there.
sent him.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I told you
Word.
he a battle toad, man.
That's
He built
wild, bro.
he built for war.
See, I didn't send it to you because I ain't trying to get you in trouble.
You ain't gonna get me in trouble. You ain't gonna get me in trouble. You ain't gonna get me in trouble now. My wife, listen, listen. My wife know my wife know me. She know me. I'm on my P's and Q's, G.
Uh-huh.
I'm on my
Hey,
P's and
cause
Q's.
you know why? Cause you know 4 kids, ain't no easy payment.
No,
Yeah.
it ain't even that, boy. It ain't even that. It's just I know my wife. You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My wife is a Creole woman,
Yeah. Oh.
Louisiana
Uh.
Creole.
Hey. Listen,
It's
and
just certain things you don't tank with. It's just certain things you
listen.
don't bother with.
Hey, listen. And I know the child support system, so I
Yeah,
know how
You
much
know
that
that.
I know how much that hurt.
yeah, I know, I know.
Hey, the one who told me we need to talk. That's where she used to work at.
Oh goddamn.
Oh
She
wait, she
worked
used
for
to work
child
for the
support.
child support people,
Yeah.
Oh.
and you fucked her over, boy. She gonna fuck your life up.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no
Darshawn,
kids.
listen, it don't matter. She about to make some shit up. Yep. Now
Yeah.
this is little
Exactly.
Darshawn Jr. This is little Darshawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She gonna go. Next thing you know, your name gonna be on a few birth certificates. That shoot,
I
and
need
you
to
know how
get
that go.
her.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
listen, Keelan,
What up, though?
I sent Eno this video. I told him he need to go ahead and
What?
head to Brazil and find his wife. You need because there was them ladies was on horseback. And listen, as soon as I seen it was a woman on horseback, let me send that shit to Eno because I know Eno gonna want to see this. I said I don't
Mm-hmm.
even play the videos. I just send them straight to
Oh,
Eno because I already know what's going
I
on.
gotta send a picture, a video when I get off
Hey,
here.
listen. All like I was saying last night. I was watching. I seen them clips from Love Island, and when they had Meg on there, and
I
man,
gotta see what you talking about. I gotta see what you talking about.
and the
I know
I
y'all
Chingada.
ain't gonna mess up my
gotta
algorithm.
send
I
you,
know that much.
I gotta send you the video of the Down syndrome girl.
Oh,
No, I don't
oh,
know. I don't want to
no,
see no
no,
more Down
no,
syndrome. Nothing.
no. So you know that's fake, right? So they use an AI feature.
Yeah, it's a AI face, but it's still funny. It's funny, but listen, don't send me none of that because that shit will mess up my. All I see is just
Mhm.
listen. It took my algorithm so long to get Down syndrome people off my shit. I don't have nothing against Down syndrome people, but listen, I don't want to see that shit.
Mhm.
I'm gonna send
My
it to
algorithm was full. Listen, I see
No, no.
Down syndrome, Down syndrome, Down syndrome, Down syndrome,
Mhm.
and it just kept going, man. Not fucking my algorithm up. I'm telling you.
Mhm.
Listen, it's already
I'm
fucked up on Instagram. When you go on Instagram, and like I said last night, you go on Instagram, you go to the favorites, and listen. I don't scroll. I do not scroll to the second part of the of the for you stuff because I already know where that's gonna lead to. That's gonna lead to nothing, but it's gonna be a couple of food items, but then it's gonna be ass galore everywhere. And I'm like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to see this. I just like looking at food, and I like looking at coffee every once in a while with a cigar. Just show me the cigar stuff.
Hey, Fred, all I say is this. Just go and you leave it afterwards. Just watch what I sent you real quick. Just watch.
I gave myself a time period. I'm gonna eventually settle down.
I'll be back. Let me go watch it.
Yeah.
I'm 30. I'm 36 now. 37. I'll settle down.
Yeah, you say that now. Well, I tell you the one thing. Those frogs, they stay on a lily pad for a little bit, and they hop on to the next one.
It's either I'm gonna get married or I'm gonna get married and have a kid by then, and just settle off to the sunset.
I believe it when I see it. I better get an invite to the wedding.
Coming. Everybody coming. 37, 38. I'm gonna settle down.
Keelan, take that down. Keelan, take that down. Take that.
I'm just letting y'all cook, man.
You know what? The funny thing is, so you see how Rock Nation took Meg from a rapper to now she just does appearances now.
Yeah,
I don't even think that was Rock Nation. I think that's more Meg.
Yeah.
If you think about this,
don't send me no more devilish shit like that. Don't send me no more devilish shit. All right.
Oh my God.
Listen, I rebuke thee. I rebuke thee in the mighty name.
Listen, throw some holy water in yourself, Fred. Throw some holy water.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Listen, let me tell you something. No, but real talk. She went crazy. She was going crazy. But anyway, she was going crazy. But no, listen. Who had me laughing was the dude that was doing the commentating. Listen.
Yeah.
Wait. If you send that video to Keelan, I swear, Eno look like they could be related.
Okay, I'm back. I had a phone call.
See, look, Darshan doing that freaky Battletoads shit. I already know what you want.
I'm a child of God. What y'all talking about?
All right, child of God. Remember, listen. Every single one of Jesus's disciples were what?
Never mind. That was
Right. Okay. Keelan, listen. If this so happens to find its way into
my motto.
Yo, y'all need y'all to relax.
I'm just saying, if it does, just look. No, don't pay attention to the girl. Just pay attention to the dude that's looking. I promise you,
girl.
He looks like Eno. I'm not joking. That's like Eno distant cousin. And the fact that he said, "Oh, you a mother now? You a mother now? You got a daughter."
Yo,
he sounds like Eno, bro.
Yo, but listen. First of all, like that. I told you, if you was under 25, you would be in trouble.
Oh yeah, I definitely would be.
You would be in trouble.
What?
If you were under 25, that one right there is a trouble, man. Oh my God.
Wait. She under 25?
No weapon.
I'll tell you.
Peter, I don't know.
You want to hear something crazy?
What?
So I was always that kid that looked older than what I was. So I always hung out with my older cousins.
Hold on one second. You know what time it is, P.
So I'm in middle school going to college party.
Mm-hmm.
So I lied to this girl and told her I was a freshman in college. I was knocking off college girls in middle school.
See, it just comes a time. It just,
because I always looked older. So
I'm gonna let Keelan say. Keelan, shed some light.
I had fake ID and everything.
Shed some light on this brother, man.
Yeah. Let me. So I had the Cal Gellis. This is the piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this? The piece.
The piece unique.
Piece unique.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm smoking a gas station sushi.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm smoking a new cigar. It's called Air.
Hey,
you can smoke this cigar literally every day and everywhere you go.
It's unbanded air.
Yeah, unbanded air.
Yeah.
Hey, but y'all think I'm bad now. When I was in my early 20s, it was way worse.
Oh my God. Oh.
Damn Avenger trick.
It's a Fantastic Four. That's the Invisible Woman right there.
Look, you can just call it the Visible Frog.
Yeah.
Now I will say, if what happened to me 7 years ago wouldn't have happened, I would be like Fred right now.
You'll be married with 4 kids?
Yeah.
By the same woman?
Yeah. Me and her were together for a grip. But I mean, I'll say it on here. I don't really mind. So 7 years ago I was engaged, but she had a real
Wait, god damn, you was engaged for 7 years?
No, 7 years ago.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was really about to ask why niggas be doing that, bro. But, bro, listen. If you engaged to her for 7 years, y'all don't need to get married, bro. Like,
we was only engaged about, I say, going on 2 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But she had a rare heart disorder you don't know you have unless you get a genetic testing. So it caused her vein by her heart to tear, and she ended up passing.
And she passed.
Wow, bro.
Damn, man, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
So, if it wasn't for that, I would be actually married now.
Okay,
that's
I took some time off before I came back out here.
So, but I got one question for you, Josh. Was you like this, or was you like this?
I knew he was gonna ask that question. Wait, was that the answer?
Listen, all I'm gonna say
we just want to know. Listen, we just want to know. For the people, the people want to know. No.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Dr. Umar with a white woman before.
Oh man.
I said that for a reason.
Oh boy. Okay. Look, Peter said you ain't right, you know. Hey, Peter said you ain't right, you know, and you're not.
You know, ain't playing with a full deck.
Well, listen, I'm about to spray this off spray for these damn mosquitoes over here. They are not playing with your boy. You hear me?
Oh my God!
Really?
I just The people want to know.
What? Oh, what? Just hold on. I'm getting back in the camera. What's that? You what?
One of these.
What is that?
It's like a candle. Put the citronella in that joint.
See vanilla in the candle?
Citronella.
Oh,
you just light it up. Yeah, you just light it up and it keep everything away from you, man.
Is that like not being funny? Is that a Japan thing or is it something you can get in the
No. I actually got this from the Navy store, so you can get those anywhere.
Okay.
Like Home Depot, or whatever. You just pour that liquid in and light the candle, and that smoke keeps everything away.
Hey, cause I'm tired of coughing from this damn.
Yeah.
This off, boy. That off
when I did the live the other day, my cousin got stung. I told y'all my cousin got stung and came home with dengue fever.
Yeah.
So just I'm here for the people, man.
I bet I'm doing. Also, wait. Text me that name so I don't. Cause then I'll forget.
I got you. Say nothing.
Cause listen, this offer had you choking.
Hey, and Peter, the people want to know. The people want to know the answer to that question.
I can think you something.
Oh shit!
You said who something?
You, Fred.
I ain't checking shit.
It was from last night.
It was from what?
Last night. What I sent in.
All right, man. Hold on.
Oh shit! Oh my God, Fred.
Watch when he come back. He gonna say something crazy. It was what I sent you last night.
Oh my God! You need help, Darshawn. Darshawn, you need help.
Darshawn, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Darshawn, have you ever seen that movie Get Out?
Yo, Fred, you should see the action on this cigar, man. This joint been like this the whole time, man.
Oh man, that is so good. You know what? Speaking of cigars, I'll be smoking a cigar real soon, and I'm excited. I don't know what should be the first cigar I smoke, y'all.
I was gonna ask what you got in the drop box.
Oh, let me go get it. Let me go get it. Cause there's some stuff that's in there. Oh,
yo, boy, wow, man.
I'll be back. Let me get it.
So
sweating, man.
So Keelan, so how you feel about Mike Brown?
Ooh. That ain't gonna save y'all.
Oh man, I'm excited for the Knicks. I'm excited for the Knicks, man. I'm excited.
Keelan, don't lie to this man. Ain't nobody excited for the Knicks.
I'm not lying. I'm being 100. I'm excited for the Knicks, man. I think it's gonna be a good season.
All right, hold up, time out. You excited to watch them fail again? Me too.
You know what's gonna happen, but that's not what I'm saying.
First of all, Darshawn, like the Lakers ain't going nowhere.
I never said they was.
You know,
the Lakers gonna look like this.
All beat up and extra old like LeBron.
Old and worn out.
We ain't worried about the Lakers. We going home.
First, he ain't never going back to Cleveland in his life.
I'm telling you, I bet he does. I guarantee you, he'll end his career in Cleveland.
He spent more years in Cleveland. He spent more years in LA than Cleveland.
Because
I think he wants to do that. I just don't think anybody else really wants. I think those reports that nobody wants LeBron is real.
Yep.
I don't think that's fake.
I'm gonna tell you how I think it's a lie. Because, like, I'm good friends with some of his boys,
Okay.
And I was just with them. He transported every car he had in LA back to Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been training at the cash facility.
Yeah, I know.
And then they just said Bronny is coming off of the G League for the Lakers for an unknown disclosed reason.
But here's the thing you gotta understand is like, why would Cleveland want him?
Okay.
That's the problem. Like if they were a bad team and they need to sell tickets, I get it. But they have no reason to get him.
And they're looking good right now.
See, what people don't know, he got best friends. I mean, like good best friends that's in ownership there.
I believe that. And with the pool that he has in the NBA, it's still LeBron James.
But the thing too is why, like, where's he fit? Where you gonna play him at?
No, listen, I heard LeBron was trying to come to Dallas, and I don't want him to come to Dallas.
No, y'all want him. We don't. He ain't going.
No,
don't nobody want him, man. Don't nobody want that, man.
We don't want LeBron in Dallas, bro. I'm not lying. Like, we really don't want LeBron. We don't want LeBron ass out here.
Let's be 100 though. Since 2020, what has LeBron done?
Nothing.
Absolutely. Hot diddly shit.
I'm gonna say this though, and I'm a LeBron fan. He's never had a true, since he left D Wade and everybody in Miami. Well, no, since he left Cleveland the last time, he ain't never had a capable running mate.
What?
I don't look.
Man, if you don't get out of here with that nonsense,
I'm sorry, I don't look at AD as a superstar.
What's up, Sid? Wow.
AD is the one that won the championship for him.
I in the bubble, it was easy. And I'm a LeBron fan. The bubble championship was the easy championship. Since the bubble, he was always hurt. That man is made out of glass.
What are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about AD. AD is made out of glass. So I'm saying if AD was able to play to his caliber and not always be hurt, I think it would have been a different story. After the bubble.
Who was the best defensive player on the Lakers?
When he played AD. Who
was the best offensive player on the Lakers?
Hey, you're gonna think I'm crazy for this. And I'm not even gonna say LeBron. I think Alex Caruso.
All right, can y'all see this? This is what I got in my Dropbox.
All right, bet.
This is what I got in my Dropbox. All right, so let me. All right, let me pull some shit out here. Hold on.
Because I don't believe what I just heard, bro.
But I will say LeBron will win another championship before he hang it up. I'm
letting you get away with this though, Sean, because you from that should be the one right there. You don't even got to go no more, man. That's it.
But wait, now I got the Davidoff 10th anniversary, the new joint.
No,
I got a rare finds in here. The Aladino 85th.
That's cute.
The Lampert Limitada 2025.
Okay, that's some heat. That could be the
Okay, all right. Hold on. Now I got the Duque Saka, the Romeo and Julieta 150th. I know. I'm just showing you what I put in. You
said Alex Caruso when you brought that out. You could have just said Alex Caruso.
This is the Port Laguniaga, the Monte Carlo.
What we doing?
Oh, damn. God damn. Okay, let me put that over there. All right. So the new Oscar 2025, the broadleaf. Listen. These are just this is what I put in here for reviews and shit, man.
Yeah, that's great for reviews.
Solus.
We talking about that's a great cigar.
That's a real good cigar.
How you gonna compare that to that Alma Forte and that Limitada though? Like when you come back, you know, when you bring the jersey out the Raptors, you got to come back swinging. You know what
I mean, you're right. Then I got this, the Don Pippen, the 2023 joint.
Come on, fam. What we doing?
All right. Damn. All right, the KKP.
Okay. You talking.
All right. Okay. All right.
That's you talking.
Hawk 10.
Come on, man. What is this? 2006.
All right. Atabey Black.
Well, this 2003.
All right. Goddamn.
You know that's a great cigar, but come on, fam.
Listen. I'm not even gonna bring out no Ferio Tego because I already know how you feel. We're not even gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Damn, what else I got in
You might as well say Austin Reeves if you're gonna do that, man.
Oh shit.
Was the LH anniversary? I still ain't tried that shit yet. LH is
I haven't either, so I don't even know. I can't speak on that, so I don't know.
What is? Oh, I got that Macanudo emissary. I gotta review. But yeah, these are the cigars that are supposed. You know, when I come back to do reviews, then you know what I'm saying. The Alma del Cielo. I think the Alma del Cielo is gonna be the one that I'm actually gonna review.
Yeah, there you go. The
first one. I mean, but you know, I'm gonna try to do something with it. Now I heard some good things about this Oscar, and you know how I feel about Oscar, bro. Me and Oscar man.
We ain't never get along. But
listen,
the only one that people, when they was talking about Leaf by Oscar, that was the only one that had like a reputation. But again,
I mean that's what this is. Now this is the Leaf this is the new Leaf by Oscar. It's just a broadleaf. This the limited edition, and I heard Hound Dog say that this was a pretty decent cigar. I think he really liked it, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so
but just think about the caliber of what you pulled out first, and then that's where you're gonna go.
Yeah, you're right.
That's something you do like, hey, I got through, I'm back now, I got some time. Let me light up this Leaf by Oscar, see what they're talking about.
Yeah. Hold on, let me go back to my should I do the other freaky frog that I had, bro? Listen, I'm gonna show y'all this other freaky frog. Now, they made you kind of look like Rick Ross with this, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh man.
It's like Rick Ross mixed with Kimbo Slice in a way. And I don't know how I feel about this, bro. Look at this, and I want you to see this. Look at this.
Oh man.
Hey, ChatGPT did you dirty.
Yeah. dirty.
That did you dirty,
got $40 either. He got like $5 too.
Exactly.
That's
bro, they did you dirty, bro. So I was like, man, listen, do my boy right, and they just took that and put that on Kermit the Frog, man.
Hey, Endo, look at your phone.
Huh?
Look at your phone.
See, there he go. He back on that bullshit, man. We were just talking about cigars. That's what we was doing.
It is.
That's what we was doing. We was talking about cigars. That's what we was doing.
That's hilarious.
Hey, that was middle school.
What? You like a whole fucking 25-year-old.
That was middle school.
That was middle. See.
Yo, he in middle school looking like a whole 25-year-old.
I'm gonna send it to you, Fred.
Hey, your boy look like Nas.
Why you picking on me, man? Pick on Keelan. Don't pick on me, man. Why you picking on me, Dashawn? Listen, I'm not the only married man on this. I'm not the only married man on this.
You just throw your mans under the bus, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Listen, I'm talking about Keep picking on
Oh my God. No, Fred. When you see this picture, you're gonna be like, Darshawn, you look like you like 30 years old in this picture.
All right, let me see
There
this
you go.
shit, man.
He got the moon part and everything too.
Yo, it's hilarious. His man look just like Nas.
Hey, listen.
That's
That's
my
not
cousin.
that's somebody uncle. That ain't Darshawn.
That's my cousin.
That was somebody uncle. That
yo,
that was somebody uncle that just so happened to look like Darshawn.
yo, for real.
I should have bagged
Oh
that.
my God. Oh
I
my God.
backed it off,
All right,
but I didn't back it.
all right. Listen, we reached the 3 hour mark. Everybody, thank y'all for sticking around for 3 hours. Yo, Keelan, thanks. Yo, my brother, thank you for coming on, man. It's always
Y'all
good,
know it's
always
love, man.
good.
Y'all know it's love. Y'all know it's
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Fred, thank you for coming on.
Hey,
Darshawn,
man, you already know.
you go back to the pond, Darshawn.
I
Darshawn,
probably
you go
will.
back to you go back to the pond.
I gotta
back
make
to
some
the
moves.
lily pad.
He plan.
Yeah,
Listen, he plan on skipping lily pads later on this season, don't
yeah,
Oh, I'm
exactly. Yo,
definitely making some moves tonight.
he?
oh my God.
Listen, that's wild. She just
I got
broke up with
I
your
got the
ass.
day off. I gotta work tomorrow.
Oh my God.
That's wild. That's wild, bro. I don't even know what to
Wild
say.
word.
No,
I
they
don't
say
even know.
Sunday fun day.
Oh my God.
All right. See. All right. Listen.
All right.
Listen. I'll see
I
y'all in
will
the
see you
chat.
guys next week.
All
I'll
right,
see you guys
Hey,
man.
next
man,
week.
appreciate the invite, man. I will
Oh,
see you guys
always,
when I
man.
see you.
Definitely
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
the invite.
You're always Keelan. Always good seeing you, man. Hey, when you come to New York, are you gonna be staying in Brooklyn for a few days, or are you gonna be in and out?
Yeah. I'm gonna be in Brooklyn for a minute, so I
Yo,
should have some downtime when I'm up there.
oh hell yeah! So you know we got a link.
Yeah, for sure, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, man.
When you going to Brooklyn?
I leave at the end of the week, so probably in about a week or so, I should be in Brooklyn. About a week or so.
I might have to make an appearance.
Word.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
You be on your best
I'm gonna go
behavior,
ahead.
Darshawn.
I'm gonna go ahead. No, I want that man to be himself. But if I can't move how y'all move, I'm just letting y'all know I can't move how y'all move.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Facts.
Oh
I'm
man.
a
The
spectator.
actual factuals.
I'm a spectator.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna be observing from a distance.
Oh, we're gonna FaceTime Fred.
Yo,
Nah,
for
don't you
real.
FaceTime me. Don't you FaceTime me shit.
Oh,
Don't you call my phone. Don't you
oh
do
my God.
it. He said shit. Do not get
Fred
me
said you
caught
better
up
call
in
Tyrone,
your
yo.
blasphemy. I will
Fred
not.
called Tyrone.
I will not, good sir. You will not get me caught up.
Fred said he don't do not disturb.
Facts. Like, damn, I called Fred.
Nah,
Listen,
I'll be there, man.
Fred shit is
I'll
off.
be around. So I'm gonna
I'm
try like
dyslexic. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna be
All right,
around though. I definitely because I don't know what neighborhood it is in Brooklyn though. The only thing I know is like it's a lot of Hasidic Jews that live in that neighborhood. That's the only thing
Oh
I know.
yeah, so
I don't
I know where it's at. That's at. So
You
you
know
probably
that
know.
neighborhood?
Oh yes, it's Crown Heights. Yeah, I'll
I
hop
think
right,
it is
right on the
Crown
four.
Heights.
I'll hop right on the 4 train and be there in no time.
All right, bet.
Man, what? Man,
Yeah.
y'all need to go in here to the boogie down.
Nah, no, nah. But the boogie down is nah.
He
We
said,
ain't trying
nah.
to get shot. We ain't trying to get shot.
My plan is to
I'm trying to
come
go to
back to
Manhattan.
Japan.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
I'm
We
coming
trying to make
back
it
to
back.
Japan in one piece. I'm
All
trying
right,
to
my
come back in
bad.
one
Okay.
piece. You know what I mean?
I mean,
So
I might
Okadi
venture
Mas.
off to Manhattan real quick.
Yeah. Oh
Okadi
my
Mas.
God.
I'm coming back. So
Yeah.
when I
Oh
see y'all
my
there,
God.
Daisuke, it's all love,
Yeah.
But
All right.
Exactly.
Okadi Mas. I'm coming
Hashitashi.
back.
Hashitashi. Hashitashi.
Oh shit. Oh man.
And I came up with a new name to give people.
Ah, snap.
Don't start that shit, though, Sean. We ending this show on a good note, okay? We're not ending it on your bullshit.
My new name I'm giving out is Xavier.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
All right, y'all.
Take care.
Y'all be
All right,
Take
y'all.
care. Take care. Oh my God.